All right, we're good. So yeah, we were talking about because James hopped on tonight right before we got onto the stream, and so it's fun how history works, right? Especially on social media. And Jake, go ahead and take it away.
So I was I just recently picked up James's book, Unraveling the Mystery of Sergeant Alvin York. And the anniversary date rolled around, and I saw the post from Nine Line Apparel, the official Nine Line Facebook page, posted something on their thingy about the myth of Sergeant Alvin York, the official story, and on the anniversary date. And so I'm like, okay, I have new information to add to this discussion because of Professor James here and his book and his works and his research. And so I post very politely, I'm like, there's more information available. Check this out. And I shared a link to a speech that that James did that's on YouTube. I'm sure we've shared it here before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And less than 5 minutes later, my post was deleted.
Good for you.
And so I shared it again, and I said to the Nine Line page admin, I'm like, hey, if you're going to share historical information, you have to be willing to accept new evidence when it is presented.
Wrong. Believe me, trust me. I know about history. It happens every second of every day. Wrong. I read the history. You're wrong. Believe me, trust me. I know, but it's horrible, but it's great for me. Trust me, believe me. I know.
That's about it.
That's beautiful. Nine Line deleted that one too.
Oh,
and I posted 3 different times on that thread on Facebook. All 3 times they deleted it.
To be
it's
serious,
like, why are you so resistant to challenging the official narrative?
Yeah, I mean, even if you if you said it appropriately, respectfully, like, hey, not just throwing this out there, like it's not like you just threw up a shitty picture or whatever. Like, this is wrong. This is documented. James has done a book research, and it was in an auditorium where he was speaking about it. Like, it was legit
at the National World War I Museum, out of all places.
Yeah. So
you shouldn't feel too bad. I've been personally banned from attending a public presentation on York before.
That's so absurd.
I was kicked out. I was put on the do not allow in list, even though I'd placed I registered. And
can you say that venue, or would you rather not?
Listen, I think it was oh shit, which one was it? I don't remember. It'll come to me. Okay. I know it's a museum, and I don't think it's opened yet. It's one of those weird things because there's so many organizations around the Medal of Honor. So it was one of those. It wasn't the one in Tennessee. But anyway, it was like James Nelson's book that came out before mine, and so it was like a public presentation about the book, and then I was put on the do not allow in list. And so as soon as I logged in, I was kicked out immediately.
Oh, that's bullshit, man. They should at least allow you to debate.
Yeah.
You need to get a pseudonym.
Well, that's what I ended up doing was I just made a quick fake Gmail account and then made a new Zoom account with the new email and a different name. And I got in that way.
Nice.
Savage.
But either way, it was like how funny it was that I was kicked out of a public speaking event.
Why? I mean, I don't actually understand that. Like, allow debate. Like, so if they know their shit, right, they'll allow debate, right?
Yeah, I just think the fact that I was kicked out, it just kind of goes to show more of the obviously they knew. Because like I'm not going to go in there and cause some shit, but I'm going to ask some questions.
Well, and also I want to reiterate this every fucking time we talk about this. In no part of your work do you disparage Alvin York. In no part of your work. Mm-hmm. It's not about that. You don't
It's just
take
the
away,
facts.
you don't take away, that he was there and he did his job, whatever. You just get the facts straight. You don't ever fucking talk shit about him because that's not how you roll, and that's good. And I don't
Just a fact,
understand
man.
why they're so scared of you. Like, I mean,
It's one of those things. I mean, if you've seen it, you've seen the book. There's a whole chapter where I break down all the other historians. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't like it. No one likes having someone criticize your work.
No one likes it when someone like new comes around and really chastises the venerable like historians and shit like
Nobody
that.
with a
How
doctorate wants
dare
their information to be taken down.
Yeah, well, if they actually
there's
have
that.
a doctorate, maybe they could do good work. But
Speaking of, did you see our stream we did? Was it last Friday with one of our other new anti-boomers?
no.
Brett,
Yeah, he's his congressman
senator.
or senator. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
I get it right.
Mm.
Nah,
He spoke.
doesn't affect me at all. So I'm okay.
He spoke very. He praised the hell out of Senator Mastriano. He was really liking him and what he was doing to you.
To be fair, I don't think he said anything negative or positive, but he's one of us now. He's an
Yeah,
anti-boomer.
I just asked him. I said, "So you're aware of what's been going on?" He goes, "Yes, I am." I said, "Okay."
Yeah,
That is that's one
the
thing.
public is allowed their opinions.
That's
are,
one thing
absolutely.
because you haven't been on for a while. So like, is that something that you can update us on, or is that something that's like we can't talk?
Nah,
about?
there's nothing happening to update
Yeah,
you on right now.
Yeah,
Just,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just leave it at that.
James,
Is what
I
it
do need
is.
to edit, James, I do need to edit something you just said. The public is allowed my opinion.
oh, sorry.
That's about it. That's,
45, 47. We're back on top, baby. Believe me, trust me. It's great. We're back on top.
Well, just in traditional fashion, James just pissing everybody off, man.
I mean, it is what it is. That's my
yeah,
life.
but it's like, here's the thing: is like, again, if I've seen a lot of people who say a bunch of shit and they'll like just it's like myself included. I'll say a bunch of things that I read, I just didn't document and like write down very like specifically and everything, and then I'll say that, and then people will question me, and I'll be like, "Well, and then I forget where I freaking like learned it, and I'm like, ah, shit.
Right.
You're right.
Dude,
I can't actually back this up factually." James is very meticulous at keeping records of every source he ever does
Some people
research
call it
from,
autism.
and it's like, what?
Some people call it autism.
It might be a little bit.
All of us have it to an
I take
extent,
that as
bro.
a compliment.
Yeah, everybody. It's
Well, no,
hobby.
you have to a certain extent, I believe, to do history correctly, you have to be autistic
Yes.
Mhm.
because you have to worry about the absolute finite details and keeping meticulous records of your source.
Yep.
And not giving a shit if people question it. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
It's like,
Look,
because if they question it, you just go, well, here's the source.
This is one bookshelf that I have. So
I mean,
you
you see behind me. I mean,
yeah.
Yep.
it's without going too far, just there's shelf
Yeah,
on shelf on shelf on
That's a
shelf.
library.
More in front of me.
Yeah. I've got one in front of me as well that I'm expanding. Yeah, it's a never-ending process. Much less the gear and the equipment. Like you can see all that crap behind me.
Mm-hmm.
That's I'd say the other half of it, at least the other half, is researching the books, not what a boomer tells you. Like, oh, yeah, the M1 Grand Ping got a lot of GIs killed.
You got something
Man,
to eat there?
Some people though, we went to. I was in Arizona over the weekend, right? And I made the mistake of going to some antique stores, and so I was in Scottsdale, right?
Oof.
And
Oof.
I walked into this place, and it was one of those old guys that are like, "No, that is a lithograph. Blah blah blah. It's $800." But it's like, no, motherfucker, this is $20, like all day. But they're just because they're older and like they've read things on the internet, they think, okay, I know the value of this, and then they're horrible. They're insufferable to deal with because they're like, no, I'm the expert. Here are my books, and I looked at their books, and it's like, these are just some like weird copies you put together and then bound. This is not a book. And then we went to another antique store, and it was the exact opposite. It was like a guy that obviously like knew his shit, but was super chill about it. And so I bought some stuff from him, right? But it just reminded me of these old guys that are like, no, I know history because I've been around for so long. Like that's not
what you said there too is also something that pisses me off, where, you know, it's like, and everyone here knows about this sort of thing where people put this, like, you know, if you want this, it's worth, you know, $7,000 or something like that. It's like, what gets it to that price? Really, things are worth what people would want to say they're worth. You know, it's not like, because people will say, like, well, this is worth this much money. It's like, why? Because you say so? Like, where do you get that info from?
Well, I told Steph, I was like, I already knew this guy was gonna have prices, because I look up and there's a like Mexican border war uniform, right? It's the pre-World War I uniform. And I'm like, okay, that's that in itself. There's no name, there's no patches. That's $100. $895 is what he had on the thing. I was like, this isn't even a collector's. This is just some old guy hoping to convince somebody he knows that I'm right.
That's the thing, though. Like some rich idiot though is going to stumble upon that and buy it for that much money.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part. But that same level of thinking, I think, extends to some people that want to pretend like they're historians and that they have a voice.
Well, and here's the thing, that another, like, my wife and I were watching a podcast tonight, and I don't remember the name of it. It was something about wisdom.
War wisdom, or
no, it wasn't real war wisdom. It was something. This guy was on there. He goes, my definition of stupid people is people who think they have all of the answers for everything, and they have everything figured out.
Yep.
And that was his definition of people being stupid. And I'm like, I resonate with that, because I used to be stupid because I thought I had all the answers. There was also a lot of things going on in my life, but like now I go, well, I can't even begin to scratch the fucking surface on something to have all the answers. And it's like, James, your works, albeit as thorough as you could possibly get, you don't have all the answers. You never
know.
will.
I find stuff all the time still that I'm like, damn it, I wish I knew this.
Right. And you never will. And you accept that, and you're willing to accept that. God damn it, I got something in my eye. But like, I'm learning that, and that actually kind of like resonated with me, is like, if somebody says, here's what it is, here's the answer, all that shit, that is a definition of stupidity.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck knows everything? You can go, hey, one time in my life I experienced this, or I researched this, and I found this out, and blah, blah, blah. That's one thing. Okay? But if you go...
Trey knows everything.
What?
Trey knows everything.
Everything. Believe me, trust me, I know it's great. Wonderful. China's great.
Not she's a sham. Great. I'm just going to say, you're Shane Gillis to my Donald Trump.
I was going to say, you said something about my mustache. I was like, God damn it, y'all bullied me to bring it back, and then I bring it back, and you bully me again. Please, nobody.
It's never going to end, Trey. It's never going to end. So it's a forever battle. But
no, I mean, great. Like, it pairs at the end. It's great. Believe me, trust me.
The older I get, like the more I realize that kind of statement is true. Like, if somebody claims, like, if you meet somebody, right, and they claim to know all the answers, you don't have to be an asshole to them. Just be like, all right, cool, good talking to you. But it's like, dude, we don't know we're never going to know everything. That's not the point of existence.
Sometimes it's best to walk away.
Yeah.
Like, you just, because they've got their mind set on, like, well, my granddaddy told me this, or I read this in a book once. And it's,
that's the ultimate right there.
It's the best, just like,
it's being an authority on something. And I'll admit, I used to do that shit on YouTube videos. I'm going to leave them up because that's part of my life, and like it's there. And it doesn't make it right at all. But I'm also like, whatever. It is part of who I am. But I've learned since then, I'm like, oh my God, like, the people who I listen to are like people like James. Don't let your head get too fucking big here, penis. But like, no, it's like, well, I don't know.
Huge.
So I spotted this on, somebody shared this on another Discord that I'm in. I thought it'd be fun to share.
What's this?
Yeah, on the fucking bicentennial.
It's when they promoted George Washington to 6-star general.
Nice.
No, it's not 6. It's not 6. It's 4 gold.
Is it 4 gold?
It's 4 gold.
Yeah,
Yep.
we don't have 6. I'm sure you've seen this though, and even in the military, some of the dumbest people I've ever met have been educated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could get into that fucking discussion if you want to. Because I'm educated too, technically, right?
Yeah.
I have 2 degrees. A lot of us here have degrees, right? James is about to get his fucking PhD, right?
That just means he won't be able to associate with us plebes anymore.
I know, that's why it's the last fucking stream, Jake. Don't ruin this for me.
We'll have to pay him for his time from now on.
Right. But
Wait,
no,
y'all
it's like,
haven't been
seriously,
paying me this whole time?
Yes.
Just immediately disappears.
I'm gonna have to
But
talk.
we don't
to
want to
my
talk about the
assistant.
sexual favors, but like
hearts and
shit,
minds.
we're live. Shit, my bad.
Hearts and minds.
But no, it's like, I think, okay, my opinion has always been, and it's kind of a weird mentality, is that you're either intelligent or you're not. And there's no shame in not being intelligent. You've got a place in the world. Everybody's got a place in the world. I can get along with you. If I'm more intelligent than you, that's fine. If you're more intelligent than me, I can get along with you too as well. Education has been this thing that has contrived itself to be, if you're educated equals intelligence. It's like, no. They're not the same.
I literally
If you're
just said that on Twitter yesterday.
The what?
I literally just said that very thing on Twitter yesterday. Education does not equal intelligence.
No, it doesn't. If you're intelligent and you're educated, you might get an ego and you might be cocky about shit, which is whatever. It's your life's journey. If you're stupid and you go and get educated, you're still stupid, but now you have a fucking degree and a bunch of debt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the funny thing is like you were talking about earlier, like, people who are set in their ways. The thing about, to be intelligent, you have to be open to learning. You should always be learning. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people, who are just made up in their mind, like they're made up in their ways. It's anti-learning. It's not intelligence. And that's the thing. It's like you have to be open to learning more, to knowing that you don't know shit and trying to find more shit to learn.
Well, this is an argument that we have all the time that, it's one I've honestly thought about, like trying to write down and talk about, but it's such a difficult conversation on like, let's just we just talk about history. Like what makes someone a historian? I mean, anyone can call yourself one. Like, okay, are you doing it professionally? Okay, no, but you can still be smarter than everybody else and not do it professionally. So do you have to have a degree? No, I know people that don't have a degree that are, very intelligent and are historians, right? So what is it? You have to have a PhD? No, I'm not any smarter. I mean, I can tell you right now that I don't think my degree, like, it's Native American history. Technically, I could not sit down and teach you.
You didn't fucking go into this field to get a degree, dude. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's not about getting a degree. It's about learning this shit. The degree comes with it, but that's not why you did it.
Well, and that's the other thing is the learning. It's like, is that required? Is that a requirement? And like, go to school and learn how it does, or just creating it on your own? Because there's books that I use for my research that is not written like I was taught,
right?
But it's still a good work.
Well, James, in your case, I would say that your degree is more a reflection of the fact that you have the time to do it.
That is true.
I've got an associate's degree in law enforcement and I drive truck. When the hell am I going to have time to go after a history degree?
True. I've not gotten out of school. I've been in it the whole time, which is the other part of it. It's like, it's an unfortunate reality that I think we just have to accept, that it doesn't actually matter how smart you are, but just having the degree automatically puts you on a different level. I mean, just the fact that I can say doctor, automatically people assume, oh, you're so far up there.
It's instinct.
Exactly.
Doctor, yes, doctor. Yes.
It's like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. I'm going to trust him.
The only people who think that way are narcissists. My mother is one of them.
It's so an unfortunate.
Hopefully, mom's not watching
way.
this.
I don't care if she is. I haven't spoken to her in like 14 years.
There you go. But it's a common thing. Like
That's
everyone's
what
going to be
makes
like,
it
"Oh, well, the
easy.
doctor here says this. He must know." I'm like, I don't know shit about this topic. I'm just talking out of my ass.
Oh,
But
dude, there's been
y'all
so
are
many
going to
times
believe
where
me.
like you know you're the same person. It's like, yeah, okay, you have doctor in front of your name if you so choose, and it's like, but there's things that I teach you and Mike teaches you and Trey teaches you and Jake teaches you that you don't know, and then vice versa, right? And it's like it's reciprocal. It's not a fucking one-way street of, oh, I'm a
Exactly.
doctor, you will absorb all the information that I say, and what I say is fucking, that's the way it is. It's like, no. And I think people, I don't know when that actually became a thing of like, oh, you're a doctor, therefore you are an authority, like big time.
Boomers.
Yeah,
it was
well, I
before
mean,
that. It was
Way
a
before
lot of
that.
it is just the fact that like you got to have the degree and know the program, so you got to have the degree to teach, right? But
So
then
to give an example, this book I picked up not long ago. So he was a Confederate general. After the war, he became a Republican. Complete vice versa. Most Confederates were Democratic. So in that book, it's really well written. There's certain parts in there, like she's a professor. She did a very good amount of research from what I've seen. I learned a lot from it. But however, there's certain aspects in there that get into the gray area, which I didn't like. So living on the battlefield, Longstreet was here right up the street. Unfortunately, his headquarters fell down probably 10 years ago. Anyway, there's a part in the book that I had problems with because I had learned from local historians who worked at the national park, the state park, etc. And being around the history, I know the history about it. The Confederate train had 4 cars laden with food coming from Lynchburg, Virginia to Appomattox. When they got to the station, it was confiscated by the Federals. The Federal cavalry, George Custer, rode up, took the supplies. And during the surrender, in her book, it says that the Federals gave them their supplies. It was Confederate supplies. They just turned it over because they were in desperate need. They hadn't eaten in probably 9 days. They lived off the land for the most part. They lost about half a day or a full day scavenging for supplies across the country, talking to locals, seeing what they could spare, wildlife, etc. So from Petersburg to here, it's about 90 some miles. They had not eaten in 9 days. From April, I think 3rd to the 9th, they had not eaten. And even in Petersburg, there was not much left anyway. So they had went about 90 some miles to where we are now without any sustenance for the most part, which is amazing in and of itself. And most of the traveling they did was at night. They'd set up campfires and then leave at night. And the Confederates thought that they had set up a picket post or a defensive line. Morning came, it was gone. There was nobody there. But the reality is the Confederates had been sending telegrams to local towns. There's supposed to be some at Farmville. The only thing that fucking arrived there was ammunition and supplies for howitzers. No food. Then they sent 4 cars laden with food, and they were found. Actually, it's kind of a funny story, by a Jesse Scout. A Jesse Scout basically is a spy. It's a Federal dressed as a Confederate. He sent those supplies. He's like, "Hey, General Lee needs these supplies. Send them to Appomattox Station. I'll let them know." So they showed up at Appomattox Station. That Jesse Scout went back to Sheridan, and then Sheridan dispatched General Custer to capture those supplies. The train got away, but all 4 train cars were captured. After the surrender, they turned those supplies over. But in the book, she states, I don't know if it's just lack of going in detail or just, I'm not sure, apathy. I'm not sure, but basically she's like, the Federals gave them the Federals gave the Confederates their supplies, but it's the way it's worded or said is the Federals gave the Confederates federal supplies to feed them, but the Confederates got their own supplies from Lynchburg. So stuff like that, like it's a little gray. You gotta get into the details. But like I said, I think she works for UVA, University of Virginia. Like I said, not trying to diminish her at all. Like the work she did was amazing. He lived a very long and a very eventful life. He was like a ambassador for, I think, Turkey or something after the war. He did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned most of that from park rangers, from the federal and state level, friends in the hobby. That's where I found that out. So there's
phrasing is a
levels.
big one, but we did it when I did like medieval history. One of the most interesting groups was like the reenactors, like these people that were just so they weren't historians by any means, but they really liked the hobby, and so they had like binged all the information they could learn on one topic, and then no one had bothered to ask them. So they're like, you'll have archaeologists and historians arguing over like the use of an item, and then someone finally was like, why don't we go ask the reenactors? And then they're like, oh yeah, no, you can't use that way. It has to be used this way, just practically.
Yep.
What's the term
it's
for
like,
that?
like, oh, was this used at,
I don't know,
in fucking like 1917, or like would this have been there, or was that oh well, no, it's actually
the best example I ever had was I was at a conference in Colorado, a museum conference, and we had a panel that was like 3 directors of Native American tribal museums. And one of them was telling us a story about how he had been asked to go to England, to Oxford, and to look at their collection and fill in some info. And they showed him this item, and he was like, yeah, I know what that is. It's a turkey call. In fact, we still make them that way, and we still use them in the tribe. And they said, you're kidding me. And he's like, no, that's what we use them for. And they said they had it mislabeled, and some girl had just finished her entire like dissertation on those items, but with the understanding of the wrong label.
Some guy comes in and just like, oh no, it's this instead.
Yeah, like they were talking like it was some like sacred object. He's like, it's a fucking turkey call. Like,
oh man.
And so he said,
he's
like, in 1 minute I ruined an entire woman's dissertation.
Well, no, but you didn't ruin it. You just made her have to be better. Like,
well, that's the thing though. It's like, that woman has a dissertation, right? But the reality of the situation is it's wrong.
I mean, if that were my dissertation, I would make that part of it. Like I thought it was this the whole time, but then this guy came in and said this.
Yeah, and you could, but that's the thing. It's like, so again, someone would have a degree, a PhD, and you're like, oh wow, you must really know your stuff. And then it's like, no, they don't actually know anything because they're based on a wrong perception.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, is like, you've taught me this, James, like honestly, since we started talking in like, what is it, 2021, somewhere around there. It's a while ago. Like, it's okay to be fucking wrong. Just admit it, and then go, oh yeah, I didn't know that, and then now I do
all the time.
Well, yeah, I know, but you actually admit it, and like it's okay. Like, I think there's this weird thing in society, like, that if you're wrong, oh my god, you're gonna be cast out. No, it's like, no. If you double down on when you're wrong, then people are going to like distrust you even more. But if you just go, oh, I didn't know that, I was wrong, whatever. Like, here's how it works. Yeah. Here's what I understand it to be now.
The most humbling thing is teaching a class and then have your students correct you. And it's like, you know what? You're right.
That's on. The thing is though, like the wanting that to have the answers and stuff, that's just natural human, what you want to do, desire. I mean, that's what the knowledge is power, so it's like,
well, I think it's become over exaggerated with social media, in my opinion. Like, it's like, I think it's become so like important to be right. Yeah. And then I don't really know, like, the consequences when I've been wrong, like, they're not that bad.
Or the first.
Or the first, yeah.
No, not to be right, but also to be the first.
Well, that's exactly, yeah. And it's like the first to like some groundbreaking information and all that shit. And it's like, well, I've slowed my shit down a lot. if you guys have noticed. And I'm like, I don't care if I'm the first.
I think I found myself doing the exact same thing you did, especially when Ukraine popped off, because everybody was like, "Oh, support Ukraine," and I was like, "Let's get all the facts first. Like, we don't understand. Like, we're
Right.
literally the other side of the world. Let's figure out what's going
Yeah,
on first before we start."
I didn't stick my wang in that hornet's nest
Well,
for
that-
a good
either.
reason.
I learned that in Iraq, like after getting back and everything like that. I learned it while I was there, and then it kind of like came to fruition afterwards. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like what I saw like in the media and what actually happened over there when I was there and Jake was there were two very different fucking things.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I should just slow it down. It didn't happen overnight. It took fucking over a decade, right? But it's like, if people can just learn to slow down and not be as impulsive and knee jerk about any decision or thought or, whatever, in my opinion, man, that says a lot, and cooler heads will prevail.
Yeah.
You would not believe the number of times I've been flamed when I say, yeah, Iraq did have WMDs. And do you know where they came from?
America.
And they were there when we were in Iraq, because I know 3 separate people from 3 separate units who didn't know each other, who saw them with their own eyes.
And guess where they went? Syria. And guess what happened right after we got out of Iraq?
But James,
and in fact, Mike's dad is one of them. One of those people that I know.
Yep. Telefar.
This guy, I think the word I was looking for earlier is living archaeology.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can see it in a book, read about it, but until you've done it, you're like, okay, so like you were saying earlier, you can't do this with this particular item. It won't work. Like I said, I wish I could be this cool when I get this old, but he went out.
You get weird ones like that. I knew a girl did weaving, and so the archaeologists keep finding these weird bones, and they're like, "What the fuck are these?" And it turned out it's just like a fucking weaving tool, like just to throw it in the little thing. But only like these ladies who do weaving this way knew what that item was, but it stumped all the archaeologists for so long. So like, what the fuck is this thing?
I really like that wool tunic that he's wearing.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful. Everything he's carrying is beautiful.
Yeah,
I already love it.
And pretty much everything he has is handmade, either by him, his wife, or somebody that views the channel. He seems like
so comfortable and so warm.
Obviously, wait till you see it, because he's living out in the wilderness for a week. He literally walks out into the woods like, I'm gonna set up camp here, and like we watched the whole thing. But
let's just roll the points that you like.
Might have been my last meal for a week. Anyway, my plan today is to not even think about food, and it's easy to do when your stomach's full. But, what I'm going to focus on is finding a suitable spot. It's going to be somewhere in this area. I've got good firewood, water's close, I'm protected. I don't have to go right to the bottom of the valley where it get really cold, and I don't have to be up in the wind. So somewhere down in there, I'm going to find a spot, and I'm going to spend the entire day building shelter, and I'm going to try to build a fireplace inside my shelter. So should be a bit of a challenge, but while I've got energy, I'm going to get at it. Get some stones.
So I'll fast forward a little bit.
Yesterday, it would have been some kind of cold experience. Anyway.
So he tries this, and it doesn't work out because as he's moving around, he's turning in his sleep. He said that the branches sifted in between the logs, so I think he reverted to something else.
Wait, Subway did
God
what?
damn it.
Made it easy to build
I'm going to burn you.
Yeah, you got Subway to help him out.
Anyway, that's going to have to.
I've never seen this dude use a lighter or any other material but a steel and flint.
Steel and flint. You can light a fucking fire with that very easily.
I love his stone oven.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, but I'm going to see if I can get some fire going, and hopefully this is going to draw. My backup plan, if it doesn't, is I'm going to kick the whole thing out. I'm going to just make a reflector flare here for the night and maybe rebuild it tomorrow.
So he gets the fire going.
Yep. Oh yeah. You're good to go.
in my light restraint. I was losing my
Mm.
daylight, so I only had 5 poles down. And the boughs that I put in, the cedar boughs and the spruce boughs, they were going to be my insulation and my comfort. They sort of worked their way down between. I ended up sleeping on some 5 naughty old poles, and was rather uncomfortable, and I didn't have any insulation. Anyway,
So it's living archaeology. You're learning the stuff by doing it the way they did. So you learn it by doing it, not by reading or seeing it, which is what most reenactors should do.
Going through their trial and error
across
process.
the front of the fire, and
well, that's what we did. Like, you know, I've told you before, but like at the World War I events, like a lot of reenactors would like they'd sleep in like their little bunkers in the trenches and shit. And we're like, well, we're doing a late 1918 unit, and so we're gonna sleep in holes out in the woods. And we were cold as fuck with just the blankets and the shelter halves and shit like that. We didn't actually make shelters. We just slept in the holes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it fucking sucks. And
as it would.
You got to learn how to like fucking, you know, you can't have fires out there, you know, and it's like the time period and shit like that. So when you do it, you're able to teach people more about like, they go, did you sleep out here last night? Yes, we did.
Yep.
And it fucking sucked. We got like an hour of somewhat sleep, and then most of it was interrupted and like freezing cold and all that shit. And you get a feel for like what these guys went through. And then unfortunately, like when you're actually in that situation for like a long time, you get used to it, which is not good. But your body adapts. It's really interesting. The human body is very strong in a lot of ways, just not good against like predator animals.
I'm sorry I abandoned you, James. We were foxholes, sleeping in foxholes
We
together.
dug a foxhole just for you to leave me alone and
I'm
cold.
Were you the one that was sawing logs, apparently, James?
No, that was Cooper.
That was fucking
That was Cooper.
Cooper was sawing logs, but fucking, I was laying in there. It was cold. I had a battle buddy, and then he up and decided, "Fuck this," and just marched through the lines and marched all the way back in the middle.
I had it at that point, man.
Hey, man, been there, done that.
It got dark. He was like, "What the fuck's that noise?" Like, that's a cicada. And then he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a coyote. It's fine. Just go to bed." He's like, "Fucking bugs. Fuck this. Fuck that." And
it does fucking suck, man. You're not used to it. It fucking sucks. It's
that whole
awful.
project, the status of that project at that time too. I was just like, I'm done. You know?
Abandoned.
Yeah. I'm sorry, James.
I spent the whole night just in a ball. Like, man, I wish I had somebody.
Knows what the
I would
infantry
have
is
cuddled
like
with you if I
then.
wasn't being such a badass.
Yeah,
I've got to find.
He got the full infantry experience then.
No, he did. Like James fucking sucked it up. Like, yeah,
I had a great time.
And Mike was like, "Fuck this." And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
I had a great time
One of the
up until then.
Some of the best nights of sleep I ever got in the military were when we were bivouacking, and I was just sleeping in a bivvy cover on the ground.
Yeah, but you're also so fucking goddamn tired.
Yep.
At that
I
point
know
where you're like,
that was some of the best nights of sleep I ever had. The first time I ever bivouacked with the military, I was still with Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, and we bivouacked on the side of a fucking ridge, on the edge of a farm field, and it dropped down to like 28 degrees that night. That was the first time I'd ever bivouacked, and that was when we were still using all the OD green gear.
Yeah.
Before we even had the modern Molly gear. That was a chilly night.
Yeah.
Some of the best sleep I ever got was at Conneaut. Sleeping on those cots under the canvas when the breeze comes off the lake. Dude, that was good sleep, man. But yeah,
true D-Day experience right there.
Yeah.
Vitamin C, and anyway, this is first food in a day and a half, so I think it's going to be pretty good. There's an annoying little pit in it, but aside from that,
I think he does.
Tasty.
Yeah, pemmican.
Pemmican is good.
Darn good.
Really dry, but it's good.
I actually need to work on my pemmican recipe because I put too much tallow in it the last time.
Here in a few minutes.
Trying to find this photo of me and Nate.
Nate and I.
Me and Nate.
So I'm in the process of making some cedar tea.
This is interesting too. I never
You
knew
don't have
about
any
this.
luck with any food.
Cedar tea?
Might as well
Oh,
something
yeah,
else.
I
you
know
can
about
use
that.
it.
It
You
is a
can
good
use it
beverage.
for tea, and it has vitamin C in it.
Yeah, it's actually got more vitamin C than oranges.
Yes, what he's about to tell me, and I did not know that.
Yeah. Pine needles in general, you can turn them into a tea. It doesn't taste great, but it's really nutritious.
Oh, dude, that's hot as fuck. Like,
Yeah, steam coming off that.
It's pretty good. Cedar tea is one of my favorite. I figure, given that I'm not getting much food out here, mind you, I haven't given up yet. It's low pressure, so animals just don't move. Tomorrow on, if it clears, maybe I'll have some luck with some small game. But a wee bit of history about tea. So first off, what I'm going to do, because I'm out here for another 5 days, is I'm going to experiment with teas. So I'm going to do a taste test of all the wild edible.
Well, I won't bore you too much, but like I said, he talks about the when the Europeans came to the East Coast in Canada, they were suffering from scurvy, so the locals gave them cedar tea, and he said within hours their ailments had subsided.
no shit.
Yeah, now they weren't cured, but they had
No, but like they get better. Yeah.
yeah,
Like get vitamin C. Really, cedar and pine has that much vitamin C?
apparently
Yeah.
so. I did not know that, but like Bravo said, it's got more than a tangerine and
I should
oranges.
start fucking harvesting this shit, consolidating it, and selling it.
I think you got to have it when it's still fresh and green.
Yeah.
If it dries out, it's no good anymore.
And this is a good one too. But go ahead.
Interesting point on vitamin C. Peppers actually have more vitamin C in them than citrus fruit.
Really?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. And yeah.
That was new to me. I didn't know that one.
Yep, bell peppers, hot peppers, doesn't matter. Peppers actually have more vitamin C than citrus.
And usually with hot peppers, you can take the fucking seeds and the whatever it's called, the pith out, and they're not as hot, and you still get the vitamin C from the flesh.
Most of the capsaicin is in the seeds.
What?
Most of the capsaicin is in the seeds.
Right, and in that pith part that they're
Yeah.
on, like they're attached to. Yes.
But this is a good part here. We talks about like wild apples when they're small. I wouldn't have done this either, but
Okay, thanks for the
had a wee
subscribe,
bit
Paul.
More success this morning. Got out.
oh, come on.
Another Subway ad.
Hey, it's your very dry skin. I need 72-hour hydration with new CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion.
We are the target audience for this.
Noted.
I'm not paying for YouTube.
Share the link with me. I'll pull it up because I got YouTube.
When I was
Premium.
out foraging today, I found
We're
Was the
almost
second
done.
one, but yeah,
Mm,
y'all can.
yeah.
We'll do another series.
so they're
I'm gonna have to go to
apples
bed
that
pretty
will
soon anyway.
freeze,
We're gonna do the
on
boot camp
tree and
ones
they won't
after this.
fall. And basically, well, I've never tried them, so but I've been told they're sort of like I'm cooking them up in some water here, and I've been told that they're sort of like a mulled cider, sort of hard cider, and yeah,
Very
I've eaten
sour.
the whole kit and caboodle here. Yeah, you can see some remnants of the grapes that I had for
Ouch.
Now I have tried, going out in the woods and pick it off. They are sour, but apparently if you cook them the way he does after
Yep.
the first frost,
for lunch today. So sort of meager pickings, but anyway, looking forward to trying this. Let the coals burn down over here, and add a little bit of water to the.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bounce, guys. I got to get ready for
Okay.
bed.
All right, later.
See how
Hi,
we
dude.
made out here.
Great seeing you guys again.
Might be a
Yeah, man.
As
a
always,
little tropical.
little
Smells good.
high vis Jake.
Oh, that is tasty.
Yeah, caramelize all that shit in there. Yeah.
yeah,
There's a
Yep. It cooks
of a-
the sugars.
yeah.
Yeah.
sweet cidery taste to it.
This is a really good fucking tip.
Definitely going back to this tree. I picked a few, but I'm definitely going to get some more because this is good enough for company if I had any.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy's not fucking around.
Dude, he's out there for a week.
Yeah,
That's
And
pretty
he's
cool.
not fucking around.
In the previous clip, it snowed, and he's in Canada.
My appreciation
yeah.
of this, I don't think has anything to do with the fact that I'm a tad hungry. I think it's probably one of the best edible things I've ever harvested from the wild. So this wasn't a domesticated apple tree; it's just a wild, something growing wild in the bush, not near an old orchard or anything.
You know, there is a guy that does apple archaeology.
I think so.
There
Yeah.
should be.
He just travels the country looking for like homesteader orchards and property, and he finds he's found, I don't know, like 100 different apple varieties that are rare because they're not very common anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool.
All right, we're gonna go to.
I'm super sad that Granny Smiths wasn't around during the Civil War.
They're decent. Check this out. So Trey and I have been through this. This is Marine Corps boot camp. It's trying to portray that. It does translate branch wide. The terminology might be a little bit different, but this is, and this channel, dude. So certified bass head. He's only got fucking 1,000 subs on YouTube. He's got a TikTok, but like, come on.
Oh, I saw this thing that you shared the other day.
Yeah,
about
dude, this is fucking. This is okay. We'll just do part 3. It's not in order. Part
Here,
3.
share that photo real quick. Talking about like suffering in the cold. Put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, there's old Nate, beardless Nate.
We were struggling that event, man. That was.
I think he's told me about that. He said like he almost got frostbite.
Share your screen,
No,
Trey.
That's.
Share your
Hang
screen.
on. All right, hold on. So that was a different event.
Okay.
Me and Nate have suffered so fucking much in doing events.
Poor Nate.
I'll see if I can find photos of that event. No, that event we almost got fucking hypothermia. So yeah, it was like October, November or something.
So yeah, you're like your 29th ID, obviously.
Oh, that looks like shit. Oh fuck!
I love the look on Nate's
Looks like a
face.
piss.
I know that look.
Yeah. It was like 5 a.m, and we're just like so cold. I got there late, and he had like, "Hey man, I dug us a hole," and I was like, "Thank God for you."
Jesus.
Yeah,
We
but
just,
joke's on you. He's now the warm one.
Yeah, but the God love him. God damn, that dude saw some logs.
Oh yeah.
He has this dude. He has a he has a sleep apnea machine. He has to sleep with one. Yeah.
I like. I could put up with a lot, but there was a few times I had to like elbow the shit out of him. Like, I'm surprised he didn't have like bruised ribs and shit. I'm like, bro, you're killing me, man.
I was about to do that with a number of people when I was in James Foxhole. Cooper was not the only one. Let's just say that.
Let me see. I think I've got photos of that.
But I remember that. Well, the time that we spent at that house, I remember him sleeping with his sleep apnea machine. Yeah, he has to have it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I can imagine sharing a foxhole with old Nate would, yeah.
Great guy.
I've got like 2 photos.
Oh, I love Nate the Great.
Well, let's just move on. Let's just move on really quick. You can say those photos for another time. God, this is all he's got on here. So the sound effects are fucking like Trey. You saw this on Discord, right?
No.
Oh God. So again, this is Marine Corps. The lingo might be different, but
Good night, Dusty Puller, wherever you are. Nice.
Oh, I've seen all his on TikTok.
Shut the fuck up and go to bed. Yo, is it gone? I got a shit so bad. Man, you ain't lying, bro. If you're farting that much, you definitely need to go poop. Bro, and then we got this lady that runs just outside the property. Always go fishing. Yo, nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, for real. You guys should. Hey, lock it up, guys. Drill instructor said to be quiet. Be quiet. Shut up. Oh. Dude, what is that smell? It smells like shit. Bro, did that guy actually poop himself? Yeah, that's right, buddy. Take the walk of shame. What is wrong with you people? Don't you see that we can be the best platoon in the company? If only we had just a little bit of discipline during the night. How's this for discipline? No, out there, please. Somebody shut that guy up. Get dressed, you have fire watch. Is anybody else randomly tired all of a sudden? Lights. If I catch any of you motherfuckers making any...
Yep.
So this is how it was, huh?
Trey?
What?
What do you think?
Is that how it was?
Fuck no, dude. As soon as the fucking lights went out, I was out. I didn't hear a
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could have
For
dropped
sure.
a bomb next door.
No, but here's the thing. I agree for the first like 6 weeks. And then when you get used to being sleep deprived and your body's like, okay, I can run on 2 hours, 3 hours a night. Some nights you're like, oh shit, I got a big day tomorrow. And then you're like, this is the first like 5 to 10 minutes before you actually go to sleep. And there's some people who cannot go to sleep. I was usually not one of those. I was like, Trey, I was fucking out. You just like, so you were always out. You never, there was never a time in fucking OSIT where you were like awake for like 5 minutes after lights out.
Not really, dude. As soon as we hit the hay, and ironically, I have a problem going to sleep now. Like even before, I lay there for about an hour and then finally conk out. But at basic, dude, they just
you're so fucking
hard.
tired. But like,
yeah, dude, you're out, man.
Well, here's the thing too is also I remember a lot of this probably from the first fire guard shift of the night.
I remember one night because I don't know how y'all did it, but you and your battle buddy did fire guard together.
Nope. It became like a random thing, but yeah, sometimes it would be me and my bunkmate, my battle buddy. But it was like randomized, and I'd be like up with somebody else that was like they fucked up or something like that, and the drill sergeants would be like, "This guy's got fucking fire guard tonight for 3 shifts," you know, blah blah blah, and that kind of shit. And you're just running your fucking, you're up next, right?
Usually it was my battle buddy.
Yeah,
but I think some nights it would rotate, like because we were uneven, but it was 2 on at a time.
Yeah,
and I remember one night I woke up. Or I was awoken and I got up and I was like, looked at my watch. I was like, what the fuck? I was supposed to be with somebody else. And they're like, yeah, you didn't wake up. I was like, the fuck you mean I didn't wake up? They were like, yeah, we just let you sleep or whatever. You wouldn't wake up. So we just let the one guy work. And then we were going to swap.
Oh yeah. Like, that's how it works. Yep.
I was like, I call bullshit, but whatever.
Well, I never did that, but like, we'll just keep going through these, Trey, because all right.
Lights. If I catch any of you motherfuckers making any noise like last night, it's gonna be a long night, recruits. Aye, sir. Guys, he literally just said shut up. You could literally suck a dick. Does this count as being right? Hey, buddy, it's really hard to beat off with you crying over there. Really? I'll make it work just fine. Hey, stupid, turn your fucking mic off. Who's he writing anyway? His mom? Tell her to send nudes. What if it's his dad? Tell him to send nudes too.
Lord.
God, I can't fucking take it anymore. goes. Firewatch, you should probably let the DI know. No way, bro. He's hot wiring the DI's truck.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I got a funny story about that. So I don't know if I already told this or not. So my battle buddy, he doesn't have social media or nothing, so I haven't had contact with him in quite a while. But anyway, Old West, he contacted me like a year after we got out. He's the same, hey man, how you doing? What's going on? How's your unit, et cetera, et cetera. Because we were both National Guard, and he was like, hey man, you remember Drill Sergeant such and such? And I was like, oh yeah, dude, he was funny as shit. He was Hispanic, short, fiery as fuck. Oh yeah, just
Oh yeah, yeah, I know it.
Yep. Yeah, just typical. Hey fucker. Just
what are you doing,
great.
Brian? What are you doing, Brian?
Hey,
you don't understand what you're fucking doing.
Like he was doing like a little quick story. We were doing some kind of like hip pocket training on the drill field, and next door was the engineers, and they were like doing their like fucking cadence or whatever. He stops mid sentence and turns around and like holds his middle finger up, like funny as shit.
The fucking engineers,
yeah,
he's like, come to us.
Fuck
what are you doing? Did I say you go fucking stop? No, you keep
So-
going. Just fucking scream.
Oh yeah, dude, awesome.
God.
Shit. I don't remember his name now, but he wasn't our platoon commander. He was first platoons. We were fourth.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, we were third. Sorry, we were third. And I was like, yeah, I remember that dude. He was cool as shit. He goes, yeah, apparently he's a corporal. He's a specialist now. I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, he got demoted. He goes, one of the new privates came into my unit, told me about him. I was like, what the fuck did he do? Because he was like a sergeant first class or some shit. Yeah. So apparently,
that's not good.
Some shit went down, huh?
But
you don't know? You don't know what happened?
Yes, I do.
Oh, but you're not going to say.
So apparently, I didn't say his name, so fuck him.
Yeah, he's not using names.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't say his name, so fuck him. So apparently, he was drill sergeant of the night, and the day shift drill sergeant came in, and nobody was in CQ. So as he was walking around or going, maybe he came into CQ a little bit early, found him in the back of the LMTV, and then the motherfucker was rocking. He had 2 fucking privates in the back of the LMTV.
What?
That's not good.
No, married, had kids, and you're going to get dick down to specialist.
Wow, dude.
Oof,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can't control yourself that much, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like,
dude,
wow.
There's a lot of people
like,
that. It's
Okay,
I'll
I've never
get-
been in.
I'll get a lot of flack, but like I said, I was MP, so we were co-ed. Now we were separated, but we were co-ed. Like we would do all the training together, etc. But yeah, apparently 2 of them took his fancy, and they were like, "Let's go outside to the LMTV," and he got caught by another DI or drill sergeant. And I was like, "Oh shit, that sucks," because he was pretty funny. I liked him,
Dude.
Yep.
that's why I like going to Fort Benning School for Boys. Is there was very few female influence there to distract us. We just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Like when I went, there was not many attractive female. Like
no, but they become attractive. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, in civilian life, like later on, later on, you get like Facebook. You're like, what the fuck? That's not the same person. You're like, I guess so. There's no makeup. Their hair's always up. They're in a baggy ass uniform. But when they want to doll up, you're like, all right, then.
Yep, there's that.
But and you've been in for weeks, months. You're like, they like you said, they do like they're in civilian life. They're like an 8 or 9, but at basic, they're like a 4. But at basic, they pump up a little bit. You're like, okay.
Well, also on deployment, it was chicks who were like a 4 civilian, even dolled up, became like 8s and 9s about 3 months in.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay,
I can imagine that. I can understand that.
Yeah. All right, let's check out part 5. They're very short. They're awesome.
Lies. Now all of you shut your mouths before.
The only difference is like the lingo is like because they just say lights out in the Army. They say lights as lights in the Marine Corps, but same fucking concept.
Right, recycle the whole platoon.
Use the bathroom.
Type shit. Dude, stop. I don't want to get recycled. Guys, he's not seriously going to recycle us. Yo, will you guys shut the fuck up? Bro, that's crazy. He ain't even wearing boot bands. Hey, worry about yourself over there, pal. This party isn't big enough for 3. Jeez, man. That's a world record. I'm tired of this, man. I've had Firewatch every night since we fucking got on this stupid island. Wrong. Quit crying.
Yep.
Hey, somebody go check on this guy. Firewatch, where you at? Hi, guy. Yeah, he
Fell off
did.
the bunk.
Hey, Firewatch, aren't you gonna report your fucking post?
Good evening, sir. Recruit Schmuckatelli reports building 1036.
You dumbass, that's not even how you report your fucking post. Have you even read it?
Jesus Christ.
Lights. What?
Okay.
So what was the deal with a guy that's just like on the floor writhing back and forth?
The guy fell off the top bunk. We had that happen like twice while we were there.
But
where
he didn't wake up?
Oh no, he just can't move because like you get the wind knocked out of you.
Oh, okay. So he's like, oh.
Dude, the top bunk's about 6 feet up.
Okay, so it's like,
and so you fall off of that onto a concrete floor.
Yeah, that would all
while you're sleeping. It's not good,
right?
And you hear a big. It's like hearing a fucking like a quarter cow of meat just hitting the fuck. It's like a slap. It's like a
yeah, I can imagine.
And a thud, and you're like, oh shit, and then hopefully they didn't crack their head open, but like, yeah, it's not good if that happens.
I see,
and it can really hurt you. Like, but yeah,
but you had that happen to somebody
twice, yeah, in my platoon, yeah, where the one I slept through and I just heard about it the next day, but like the one I actually fucking heard, and it was like, oh my god, and it's not good because again, it's like I had top bunk in basic, I had top bunk,
sucker.
I never fell off, thank Christ. But we'll get into more little funny idiosyncrasies.
Speaking of his video about being recycled, we had some poor bastard. I think he finally made it through with us. He had been recycled 3 times.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. This guy covers literally all of that shit. And that's why I'm kind of like, we'll just go through all these videos.
Firewatch. I want my doggone 3 counts. Hi, sir. Whisper, yeah. Hurry the fuck up. Hi, sir. No, dude, it would be funny, I promise. I know you guys have beat. Come on, shoot. Wow, get his ass, Todd. Let's go.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
Sorry, guys. This puts me in the mood.
Bro, what?
If you don't tell, I won't put you on Firewatch tomorrow. Ooh, buddy, you had the chili Mac. Call him up. Oh, sir. Hey, you have Firewatch. Bro, you fucking stupid. I literally just relieved you, you dumbass. Well, I can't find my relief, so I came back to you. Why the fuck would you do that?
Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah,
Trey,
we had
thoughts?
Yeah. So we had one dig bag. He like quit week 2. I can't even remember his fucking name. They fucked him so bad because he was a fucking toad. He was from California. He had a tattoo right here on his neck of a seahorse. He's like, and he was white as the live long day. He's like, yeah, man, I was in a gang. Like, they were like, you were in a seahorse gang?
The grape slushies.
And so
yeah,
this little shithead like would go out and buy like back in the day. I feel like I'm old as fuck now. He'd buy a track phone and hide it underneath the fucking washing machines. So when he got CQ, he would go in there and get his phone, and then go in the stall and just like, none of us had ours. So when that came to light, we were like, fuck this kid, man. But yeah, he did shit like that. He I think week 2, 3, I can't remember what they said or did, but he took his name tag off and threw it, and then he took off the U.S. Army tag and threw it. Every single drill sergeant in the company swarmed his ass. As soon as he threw that U.S. Army on the ground, they were like white on rice. They had his ass.
Wow.
And he was probably there after you guys graduated.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
they told us like week 1 before we even got to our company, like, if you want to quit, you're going to be here longer than the rest of the company.
Yep.
And sure enough, like, we graduated, he was still there.
Same thing. I had a bunch of people. We were picking up our Class A's and bringing them back. We were about to graduate, and there were dudes that quit like week 1 or 2. And they were still there, and they're like, I'm never getting out of here. Holy shit, you've lost a lot of weight. I'm like, yeah, you guys should have just fucking stuck it out. Like, you should have just stuck it out and gotten the fuck out when you got back to your unit.
Yeah, that's what they told us. They're like, it's quicker to just do your job and get out than it is to just quit.
All right. Did we just watch part 6 or did we just watch part 5?
I think 5.
All right.
Speaking of the quote unquote shower fight club.
Yeah.
So what's that all about?
We didn't have a fight club, but we did have a dude finger his asshole in the shower.
Jesus Christ! You were just in the fucking gay military. It sounds like. I mean, holy shit.
Well, I caught a dude right when he snapping one off in the shower. Spread eagle in the corner, sitting like this, like this in the corner, going.
Nice. Now, I don't think he was out of pleasure. I think he was just trying to clean the old poop chute. Yes, but
yeah, could have been. Probably because you're constipated as fuck. Like in basing, you're constipated or you're shitting blood.
Yeah. Well, see, he was in the shower and he was doing this fucking number the whole time. And like, you don't look at each other, but when you do that every time, you're like,
that's not good.
No. So I remember this is like one of the most serious times that I tried not to laugh so fucking hard. Something happened. We had to turn in all of our CIF into the company, not CIF itself. Plates, helmets, every fucking thing. Nobody got back their right shit, but they had to itemize everything. It was another drill sergeant from another platoon. We're standing in his bay, and they have your sheet out. They're like, private such and such, small ACH.
Yep.
Doing the whole shit. And it comes to him. And we're standing at attention in formation. You come forward to get your shit and leave. So there's only like half of us left in this platoon. And I can't remember the drill sergeant's name because he was first platoon, but he was like, hey, you finger blaster. And I was like, oh my God, I can't laugh. You could hear a pin drop. But we did have another dude who would shadow box in the shower.
Shadow box?
Like he'd be like,
yeah.
I'm like, this motherfucker will snap and kill us in the shower. I don't know. Very quiet dude. He was a nice guy from what I remember. But yeah, he would just shadow box in the shower. And it's all open bay showers for the most part. It was like an L-shaped shower, but yeah, I was like, this motherfucker will snap. Kill everybody. Yeah, I went to with some. We had a guy in the second platoon who looked just like was it the movie Spy Hard or whatever, where he was like, am I not turdy enough for the Turtle Club? Looked just like him.
From
Spy Kids.
No, you're thinking about Dana Carvey's movie.
Yes, that one.
Master Disguise.
Master Disguise. Yeah.
Where he's in the fucking turtle suit.
The turtle suit. Yeah.
Identical. So a little backstory on that one, or side quest. We had just come back from FTX, and during our CQ, everybody's like, "I'm going to clean my shit to turn to CIF." It was the final FTX and everything. It's like the last 2 weeks of basic or AIT, and so apparently they had the idea of taking like a fucking mattress or something and covering the kill zone, which the kill zone was just an open bay area. There's no bunks or nothing in it. That's where everybody came in to do their on OJT learning or whatever. So they put that over so they could turn the lights on, but no one be awoken or whatever by the light. And I'm doing the same thing he's doing apparently on night shift and cleaning weapons, cleaning gear, et cetera, et cetera. But I hear, "Ooh." So I move the mattress and look down, like open, get down in the hallway and look left, and I just see this turtle head motherfucker. Like, I'm like, yep, he fired blink off. I'm going back to my business. In the fucking building, fired off a goddamn blink after FTX.
Oh no!
Trying to, but see, we were on the third story, so nobody heard a fucking thing. I was like, I didn't hear it. Fuck it, I'm going back to cleaning.
Oof, duh.
Yeah. Nothing was there. Like I said, the drill sergeant was on the first floor, so yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, this just reminded like this series. I don't know why this guy is not more popular on YouTube, to be honest with you.
It's because he's on TikTok. That's his big thing.
Yeah, said like, I mean, he doesn't really post a lot of shit. He's got like a few videos, but this is the like for everyone who's like a fucking a TikToker or whatever in the military. This is the most accurate representation with all the farts and all the fucking conversation and shit. This is what it actually is like. If you don't just fall asleep right away. But like if you're on fire guard for the first shift, this is what you fucking hear. In the Army for combat arms and in the Marine Corps, it's fucking insane. But yeah, we'll play this one really quick.
What? Fire watch. I want my doggone freaking counts. Hi, sir. Whisper, yeah. Hurry the fuck up. Hi, sir.
Oh no, we just watched this one. We did watch that one.
Oh, we watched 5. I remember wrong.
Yeah, it's all right.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Part 8.
Lights. Let me catch you fuckers doing whatever the hell you want again. We'll play footlockers all night. Guys, I think he's disappointed in us. We need to do better tomorrow. Show him we're the best platoon and make him proud. Yeah, right, bitch. How about some fucking follow? Say something. Yeah. Say something. Go on ahead. Strip. You guys realize you're not funny, right? Shut the fuck up, nerd. Stupid bitch. Dumbass. Ooh, scribe. That guy's crawling under his rack. I just dropped an ink stick. Put him down for a double.
Goddamn, bro. Y'all eat different shit than me at the chow hall.
14. Damn, he can't even get his number right in his sleep. Kill. Oh, bless you. God damn, guys, shut up. How about you shut your mouth until you figure out how to drill, dumb fuck? You're literally the entire reason that we're last in drill. Hey, did your parents ever send those photos I asked for? No, dude. I didn't even ask for that. Why would I ask for that?
Oh, bro, y'all play too much.
Can somebody please switch racks with me? It stinks over here.
Yep. I mean, it's basically what it is. Like,
yeah, I never say in my life I wish I had gone into the military.
Yeah, it's not great, and but this is literally what basic training like sounds like at night. Am I wrong, Trey?
I think they went a little overhead with the shooting, but yeah.
Yeah, there are a
Maybe
lot of
with
parts.
your guys, but like, dude, it was we call it battle shits. Like when lights were out, it was like people would just start shitting when the drill sergeant would go to his office, and it's like, holy fuck, man. All right, we'll do like 2 more of these, and then we'll
yeah, go ahead.
keep your shit on there. this is part 10.
Sides. Hey, recruits. If any of you other bitches want to run away, just know there's a patrol car outside. Slap their axe if you understand. Who the fuck did that? Turn on the vacuums. I don't want to smell that shit.
Did anybody else get accents of Salisbury steak in that last one?
Bro, you're fucking gross. It goes left, right, right. Motherfucker. You don't do this shit. No. Bro looks like a robot trying to do drill. That's not even how you normally walk.
That one scratched that itch. I'll give you a pinch of wintergreen if you go ahead and take my fur watch tomorrow morning.
Hey, did your parents ever send those nudes?
Yeah, they did. Fire watch. And I had just got done throwing up because I was extremely dehydrated at this point.
And I seen a silhouette approach out of the dark. And
it was your fat ass mama.
Guys, please go to sleep.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was gonna show you. Like the fucking, you were talking about recycles earlier. It's like, yeah, they're sitting there telling these fucking war stories about.
Yeah, he didn't give us like war stories, but he had a leg up above us, like especially in Def Tech. That fucker got me one night. Because, in our ACUs, we've got the collar with the Velcro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I wore those fucking things, yeah.
So we had to do he was on mount. And the fucker, took my Velcro out of my collar and, wrapped it around my neck and was choking me out. I'm like, oh, fuck, I won't train how to fuck with this. Got me.
Dude, this one you're going to fucking relate to. We didn't, see, in the Army, we don't have, the latrine restrictions that the Marine Corps does. But this is so fucking accurate. It's very applicable to the Army too.
Lights. No, bitch, it's not time yet. Okay, now, bitch. Lights. Goddamn, bro. Barely had time to close the door. Oh, I'm getting real tired.
Damn. Shouldn't have taken 2 scoops of pre on an empty stomach. I could lift the weights that we keep in the office, but why waste this type of energy on a workout?
Shut your dumb ass up, old Smedley Butler looking ass.
Smedley Butler.
God damn. I know some of you guys got a shit, but I have to piss. Uh-oh, somebody had an accident. Yo, that shit's not funny, man. Would you be laughing if it happened to you? But it didn't happen to me. That's what makes it so funny. Hey, the head's still secure. Shut the fuck up. All right.
Oh, so this is what we do, right? We just make up our own fucking rules. Go piss whenever the fuck we want. Get dressed, bitch. You're gonna be riding the train tonight.
Yeah, we were allowed to go whenever we wanted for at nighttime.
Yeah. So are we. Yeah. And the one last one I'll show you. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
No, I was saying no jealousy from me. Again, I'm glad I never did this.
Dude, okay, there's 2 more. So this is just in general.
Actually, it wasn't bad. I mean, if I could go back at that point, be like, oh, it fucking sucks. But looking back, it wasn't really that bad.
It was. I mean, I just couldn't deal with the sleep deprivation, man. It was fucked
that
up.
Did suck. That did suck.
So here's what I'm going to show you. Is this is 16 seconds of many times I went to the fucking latrine in the middle of the night.
Mm. Which is a natural thing.
I don't see it.
Man,
or you don't see it?
No, you're on part. You're still on part 11.
Shit.
Come on, Boomer.
Oh, I'm on a different. Oh, fuck off, cunt.
Why you do this?
Let me
present. You bully me. Why you bully me?
It's going to his actual TikTok page. So all right.
Wow.
All right. So it's this one. POV going to the restroom in boot camp at night. and basic training.
Yep.
Fucking sleeping on his feet. The fuck was that?
Yeah, we'll do it one more time.
See, we were allowed to do CQ and PT.
So that was somebody having a night terror, like screaming in the middle of the night. That happened frequently, and people would like get up and sleepwalk. It was fucking insane.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think we ever had any night terror guys. I don't think.
Oh, we did. We did.
Like I said, I was out. So, like I said, that's a bomb went off next to the bunk. I was out.
Well, dude, yeah, it's just fucking. It's hilarious. Like, where's the one of waking up? Oh yeah, here's his waking up one. Besides holding the bag out, I don't know what Marines can fucking comment and be like, "What's this?"
Damn, bro, it was too early for all that shit. Bro, I swear I just. Whoa! Good morning, Vietnam. Shut up! You're gonna get us all fucked up, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Get back in your
This
bag.
is me.
They literally gave us time to do this. Firewatch, why does this smell like a microwave turkey here? You know what? Fuck it. Forget about it. Get on the light switch. Lights. Get on light, lady. Get on light. Video. Let's turn. Let's go. Boom. Count off. 1. Hot 2. Stop. Yeah, the fuck right. Straight bitch. No instructions, you got it.
Yeah, so like that is like, I think it's very branch wide. There's like, you're sitting there, if you wake up before wake up, which is your body like kind of gets in tune with that.
Mm-hmm.
I usually woke up, I'd jump out of my top bunk, go take a piss, and then I'd make my rack and like fucking make it like fucking tight, bounce a quarter off of it, and then
I was up when they got us up. I was out. There was no rhyme or reason to it. Like the best one though is the last fire watch, because you get up an hour early, get dressed into your daily fatigues.
Do the first and last. That's what you want.
Done. Yeah.
First and last is what you want, because you get to, okay, you're going to sleep an hour later. Fuck it, who cares? Your sleep's not interrupted, right?
Exactly.
But I always because I had so much anxiety when I was in, that like my internal clock is like, okay, wake up 03:30, and I'm like, I'd wake up at like 3:20, and I'd be like, okay, I want to get up before everyone else does, so I can get my shit done and whatever, It was just like, it was such anxiety ridden, and it was just fucking insane. And then we would do that, but like that's the farting thing. So you guys didn't have the battle shits going on constantly? Oh my god!
It was only 8 of us to a room, because we were in old barracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's why
we were in barracks from like the 1970s or 80s.
Well, we were in barracks in the 60s, but it was all bays like you see in the videos.
No, we had so on one side of the hall was, I think, 3 or 4 rooms with 8 people in them, or 8 people per room, and then across from that was the kill zone.
So that explains it, because we had 60 motherfuckers in one room, one big long room.
Yeah. Well, at first we did, when we got out of what's it called, the entrance processing station or whatever, we went to something like that. So like damn near the whole company was in 2 buildings, but they were like trailers basically, and then we got moved to that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, because it's like, yeah, we were there in that same fucking bay with 60 motherfuckers for 16 weeks. 4 months, and it's like,
Yeah.
it was just battle shit every night, like, because we're eating garbage. We're eating fucking garbage, and we just kept farting. I mean, the farts, it's like you get used to it. It's just burning your nose and shit, and like you're like, oh fuck, oh Christ. But
I don't remember that as much, but I mean, it might have been. There's just something that didn't stick out to me. But like I said, as soon as my head hit the pillow,
well, yeah, me too. Most nights, yeah. And it was like, unless I was on first fire guard shift, and there was a period in the middle of it where, like, again, the anxiety took over, and I couldn't fall asleep for a bit, which is counterintuitive. Where you'd think it, I would, but like I was just so fucking amped up on like adrenaline and shit like that. But it was weird. So what do we got here?
This was the chick I went to basic with in MP school. So she was in, I guess, Afghanistan, and she was funny as hell. But yeah, this was her. Her name was Jenna Gammon. But yeah, she did like a little G.I. Joe thing while she was over
Can you
there.
full screen it, or like make it bigger?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she was. I guess you could say like the class clown. But yeah, she did like for Halloween.
Yep.
And overseas, she did that. But yeah, she was cool. Dude, just to show how small the world is. There was 2 people at basic that I had mutual acquaintances with. She worked for a company that my cousin created in Maryland, where it's called Soldier Fit, but it was like a gym basically.
Yep.
She worked for him, and when she found out, I think we did it on Facebook. She was like, "Oh, y'all know each other?" I was like, "Yes, my cousin." She was like, "How are y'all not acting like this is not a big deal? Like y'all know each other?" He's like, "It is what it is." We were on the bus one day, and the guy in front of me heard where I was talking, where I lived. And he was like, "You live where?" And I said, "Such and such." And he said, "Do you know a Mr. Golf?" I said, "Yeah, he was my 6th grade high school teacher." He was like, "That's my father-in-law."
It is a small world. It really is.
Extremely small world.
Yep. And that's fucking cool.
How you doing over there, James? You haven't said much.
Oh, I wish I had a comment, but instead it's just
Sorry, James and I got no war stories. Yeah.
If I would have joined, I would have punched the drill sergeant in the face.
I was just gonna fucking say something like that. Like some
Is that something you hear a lot?
Oh God, dude. We hear that all the time. Like as soon as that's why I don't like bringing up the fact that I was in the military. Like if we're out in public or something, well, I would have joined, but I couldn't take orders from them. I would have punched him in the fucking face. I'm like, you don't have to try to prove anything to me, dude. Like
you pay your taxes, huh?
Pull this one up. Here, I'll send it to you in the group. You can pull this one up, Mike.
You can't take a dude telling you what to do, but you pay your taxes, huh?
Oof. That's a private corporation telling you what to do.
Big man, huh?
Play that one as a share, Mike.
Where'd you send it to me?
The Facebook.
The Book of Face.
It's not here yet.
God damn it!
You must be sending a large file.
Dang it, Bobby!
It's almost done.
Huge, great file. I know about files. I've got a bunch of them. They're great. They're wonderful. Huge. Takes a little bit longer because they're huge. Not like China. China takes
there we go.
Okay, what the hell is this?
Just pull it up, Mike. We can all watch it together.
God, that looks like you, but white trash.
Oh Christ! Oh God!
This dude cracks me up.
Just gonna say that looks like a fucked up version of James.
Is this gonna? Okay, this is gonna be fun.
I love this guy. Just pull it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to close out fucking tabs on my fucking
whip it out.
Whip it out, yeah.
All right.
In RTC for 2 years, so if you see me at Chili's tomorrow for Veterans Day, you better fucking salute me. You understand? They wouldn't let me join the military because they found out I'd seen too many Steven Seagal movies. They already knew I was advanced in hand-to-hand combat, and there was nothing I could do to help them. My advanced training, I already knew it just bring the morale down, and that's not how you win wars.
Oh God damn it!
I would have joined up, but if one of the staff sergeants would have gotten in my face, I don't think I could control the wolf, and I would have beat his ass. And that's the
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
When I went to sign up for the military, they wouldn't let me join because my cock was too big. Guess I'm just an alpha daddy. I got you 6, brother. If I would have joined the military, they would have taken advantage of my advanced alpha daddy genetics and turned me into some kind of fucking weapon, like Captain America. I don't want that to happen, because I know once the beast is unleashed, you can't stop me.
I like the Leonard Skinner
I tried
shirt.
to join the military, but they said my cock was too big. I'm just kidding. I'm just a baby back bitch.
That's pretty good.
The guy was actually in the military. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
But no. Also, Kenny Powers in real life. That's who that is. Like his character is Kenny Powers in real life.
Yes.
Kenny Powers.
Dude,
Kenny fucking Powers. And I'm
Hold
really
on.
sorry. I love you all, but I'm yelling right now because I don't want to admit that I lost this fucking conversation.
Speaking of Steven Seagal, Jesus Christ!
Are we getting into movie clip territory now?
As a ninja anymore, he goes and does this.
Oh, I know this channel.
God damn it, Seagal!
Oh,
wait for it.
Is this the sniper movie where he spends the whole 30 seconds as a sniper?
Really, Seagal?
No.
We're supposed to believe this is you. Then we get another Seagal classic.
He's like the size of a seahorse, man.
I love it. I love Steven Seagal will never get old when it comes to his stupid shit, dude. Sniper Special Ops is the movie you're thinking of, James.
Yeah.
I have seen that whole thing.
Yeah, and it's like there's like 30 seconds of him being a sniper.
Well,
Personally, I
only
like Steven Seagal's reggae album.
Oh my god!
The only scenes that Steven Seagal is actually in are where he's sitting at a table with his fucking rifle. All the scenes where you see his character walking, you can tell. I mean, they're all shot from behind. It's not him. It's a body double. He needs a stunt double to walk. Like that's impressive.
I will say
well, so do I. The fuck are you trying to say, Mike?
I will say
everyone's got their problems. I'm just okay. It's all right.
Hold on, Nate first.
Sorry, I don't identify with all of them. But anyway, go ahead, Trey.
When I was a kid, I did like was it Siege? Under Siege, and what was the other one? Fire Below.
Under Siege is fun.
Fire Below. That's where he's like going out to West Virginia. He's like an EPA officer or some shit.
Okay, I've seen a number of his movies because my friends and I. We just watched one the other day, which was, I forgot. They all have these forgettable names, dude. Like, you can interchange the titles of these movies and it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
all right.
But
this one's from Nate. So
I was just going to pull it up.
Nate actually, the Great and I exchange movie clips often.
I've already whipped it out. So
all right. Did you say excuse me before you did that?
Why would I?
Just share it.
Sharing the shit out of it.
Oh, out for justice.
I just gotta find something. Hold still. Oh, shit.
Blew the shin clean off.
Oh my god.
You know, the interesting thing is that is the transitional moment to where he was starting to wear the hairpiece, because you get like early, like late 80s Seagal, you can really see that hairline receding, and then all of a sudden he's got this black fucking widow's peak in his movies, and yeah, you can really tell when the hair was given up and he decided to go with the toupee.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
Trey's got another one. Yeah, lovely.
If you want to send me down this rabbit hole, I got a million for you.
I mean, I guess this is where my live streams are at right now.
You're welcome, my cervix.
Someone said in the chat, Glimmerman. Glimmerman is ridiculous. Yes,
I mean, look, I'm just saying, reggae, the very first song on that reggae album.
James,
where he says he wants to punani. Perfect.
James, we're not gonna do that.
Let's do it. Give me the 10 seconds of Steven Seagal singing in a reggae album.
Go for it, please.
Hang on, I'll do it.
Look at that. Whenever he gets that shit-eating grin on his face, you know it's going to be colossally fucked. Like, it's...
Okay.
Now James has something to say.
Yeah, of course. When it's
See,
like...
we got... There we go. It's interactive. We get him involved now.
Okay, all right, here we go. Hang on.
God damn. Why do I expect anything less from you fucking clowns?
Because you invite us on and we have a good time.
Shh. No.
Okay, y'all see this?
Yes, now.
Almost.
Is this like Cemetery Gates?
That fucking cover right there, man.
Here we go.
Mr. Steven Seagal, pride of my Jamaica, same one, the baddest girl. So I'm sending for Lady Stark, I all know me raw. You see me? So.
Oh, no.
Nice, why? Tell me what you really want all night. No one to put on this if you make me name. Me want the body, him want the punani.
Cancel.
Nice, so.
When the girls start to strut, you could look at them, but you shouldn't do that. The girl dress is just as pretty, not just there to cover her kitty.
When me a fling it up, you better know fi back it up. When me a dash it up, make sure you black it up. If you ever flap it up, then me a go lock it up.
Oh my god!
What's your track 2 then, Jimmy? Let's do that. Let's do track 2.
What the fuck was that album
was
called?
rough.
Songs from the Crystal Cave? Is that what it said on the album cover there?
Crystal meth.
Trey's got something.
The Crystal Meth.
So,
let me find the best one.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all like. I love Tom Segura as a comedian.
Yeah,
but
used to.
Apparently, he hates Tom Segura, Steven Seagal. Too,
Can't blame him.
This is awful. I mean, my God. He can't dance. Look at those tits. Oh.
Bert Kreischer fucking sucks.
Yes, he does.
Fucking retard.
I'm gonna vomit.
His poor wife.
Talk about a low cal.
Look at his little peepee. This guy's definitely racist, right?
He probably stinks too. Hey, Tom Segura. You've been dancing your whole life.
I know.
Show this.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Walk up in the thing, I be on my game. If it's competition, I put them to shame. Please don't steal my style, I might cuss you out. What you doing now? I did for a while. Booty, booty claps, flying across the map. Lambo
all this to make fun.
The full black Nehru suit is perfect.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty good, yeah.
That's about it.
Fuck you, Bert.
All that to make fun of Tom Segura or Steven Seagal.
Well,
Great.
he did, yeah.
Great.
There was a pretty
Jimmy,
good...
pull up track 2 on that fucking album then if you're so intent on that.
There was a pretty good SNL bit back in, I think it was actually Mad TV of Seagal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
Because he does he also does the impression of what's his name? Mike B does it all the time. Well, actually, the Navy SEALs.
Oh, Jesse Ventura, yeah.
You know, Governor Ventura. Yeah, it's actually Will Sasso that does a better impression than Tom Segura does. I'll be the judge of that. Why don't you tell me?
You know, Mike does that impression more when you're with him in person. It's interesting.
Well, it sounds a little bit better than being destroyed by this technology we've got. You know, I don't even own a cell phone. I live in the Baja. You know, my wife is the one who schedules all my meetings. And so, you know, it doesn't sound the same through a headset microphone. It never has. It never will.
See, I just remember hearing that so much when we were doing the Combat Camera, the the Jesse Ventura voice.
Yeah, well, it's cathartic to me there, Michael. And if you have a problem with that, you know, I really don't care. Because, you know, I was governor of Minnesota. And I was a WWE wrestler. Vince McMahon and I don't get along that much anymore. You know, Hulk Hogan is kind of a scam artist, but we won't get into that right now.
We gotta get you a skullet.
And now back to Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, this,
Steven
yeah.
Seagal's Crouching Cops, Hidden Badges.
I'm Mary Hart. Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight.
Well, hold on and say, hey, what the heck
I,
you doing? I
oh,
thought
I,
we were
I
chatting.
love Mad TV.
Way better than that.
Hi, I'm Steven Seagal. I may hate people that pretend to chat with me, but what I don't hate is making good movies. So I guess I'll talk about the movie I'm making right now. It's called Crouching Cops, Hidden Badges. It's way better than that other movie that crouches and hides.
He sounds exactly
Oh,
like
right.
him.
In this shot, I'm going to use my magic to run up that wall and then jump up over the roof.
Okay, great. Hey, can we get those wires in here, please?
Whoa, 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 hey. Who said anything about wires? I saw that Chinese movie like 4 times. I didn't see any wires.
Yeah, that's because they were digitally removed.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I should digitally remove your head from your body. These people are paying good American money to see me fly.
That's very good.
Oh, what's that? Oh, you think I should? I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. What? Yeah. You know, he makes a good point. Making yourself fly is the hardest kind of acting there is, because everybody on the set's got to believe in you.
He
There's
sounds
always one
so much like him.
scumbag that doesn't believe you.
That is the perfect Seagal impression.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
You, come here. Get over here. You that scumbag that doesn't believe?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. Take this message to him in case you see him. Come on, Zhang. Teach me to fly.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, teach me to fly, or I'll send you back to Shanghai in a boxmarked dead guy.
I don't know, man. I'm from LA.
I got all day, guys. I know one of you is gonna crack.
That is a good point. Somebody in the chat said, my problem with him is he's standing too much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he does not stand in any of his movies anymore.
I'm not a stander, Frank. For anybody who knows the reference.
I'm sorry, I don't.
F is for family.
I only watched a couple episodes of that. I didn't get into that one.
Lovely. That fell fucking flat.
And I love Bill Burr, but yeah, that was one I never got into.
Well, Vince Vaughn wrote most of that shit.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were co-writers. Like Vince Vaughn wrote most of that shit, and then Bob or Bill Kushner or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He did the fucking Bob Pogo, like his boss, the big fat dude.
Yeah. Oh, the guy who can't he drops his keys in his car. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Don't do this to me, Frank.
God damn. James, what are you up to other than what are you doing while we're doing this shit
He's
talk?
snapping one off. Just admit it. You're snapping one off.
You really want to see?
Yes, I do.
I was setting it up for that exact question.
You led me into your trap.
Obviously, you haven't shaved today. Lovely.
Neither have you. I noticed your mustache.
What's up, guys? Coming to you live with the Wolfpack Elite. There's Beta. There's Delta.
Oh, one of these.
Oh god.
As you guys already heard
I follow this
from the
guy for
previous
years.
video that I did,
His military
when
training.
Beta was back here in the backyard of mine training. Today
This is how I
official
picture Mike in the
Wolfpack
military.
Elite Training Day.
He's way more active than I was.
Alpha and these two on how to use their weapons.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna cut your fucking knee off.
Got to
His
keep it
vote
short
counts
because
as much as
I don't
yours.
want to videotape us training. But just keeping you guys a heads up on everything. I already told you what's going on with
Look at those
with,
guns, baby.
Baby Husky and stuff. But till next video, guys.
No snowman
Wolfpack's
arms?
always keeping an eye out. Remember, you see one of our boys, we're always on the good side. Peace out.
Dude, is that guy like... Okay, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Well, you asked some questions, Mike.
Okay. That reminds me of those idiots who live in big ass cities like Seattle who go around as real superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Phoenix
they don't
Jones
do
and all
that.
that shit.
No.
No, they just call themselves the Wolfpack Elite on TikTok.
Yeah.
So
And
they don't
look,
actually.
I've been following them for years. I know the lore for every single one of them. All right.
Are they? No, is this a joke or is this like?
No, this is dead serious.
Yep.
Like
Okay.
he used to tell everyone about how he was trained by people that were in the military, and so he has military training. And
Were you
then it would
trained by
just
a
be
fucking 42 Alpha or like
him
fucking...
and them would just be fighting with swords outside.
Well, yeah, we did a lot of sword fighting as 11 Bravos. We did a lot of, and I'm sure as a 31 Bravo, a Trey did a lot of sword fighting too,
Yeah,
like for
a lot
training,
of
right?
Claymore action. Claymore.
Yeah, at least a whole week's worth.
No, hey Trey, really quick. I know what you're gonna play. I know that
The
clip. It's
Wolfpack
fucking
Elite
awesome.
is the best.
But
So
wait a second.
There's an Instagram page called like Quingy or Cringy or whatever, and he's on there all the fucking time.
Wolfpack Elite.
Well, let's.
Yeah.
Okay, after we watch this, let's get into that because I'm actually interested because I have not seen
Yeah,
these people.
you will love it.
Go down.
I'm very terrified. He scared the hell out of me.
Yeah. It gets
I'm
worse.
very
It gets
intimidated
worse.
by him.
Oh yeah,
So
that's a lot. I mean, I can give you the whole lore for 3 years going back.
Let's fucking watch this. I'm gonna take a piss again because I'm drinking fucking giant amounts of water out of this fucking.
Oh
It's
my God,
pronounced
tell us more about your
Yidge.
life.
It's
That's
Jesus.
an impressive fucking cup there. Yeah.
You know how fucking big I am. I drink a lot of water.
You are a big
Trust me,
motherfucker.
we all know how big you are. We can
Yes,
see you
I
pick up the whole screen.
require a lot of fucking
Okay,
water.
we know
Fucking
this.
sue me. Most
Put
people
wheels
like
on
drink
it and
this
do a
in
water
2 days.
buffalo.
I drink it in fucking 3 times a day. So fuck
Isn't
off.
that just his nickname?
What?
Water Buffalo.
Yeah, no, Will Sasso. I will give Will Sasso this. He doesn't have the rasp in his voice, but the way his lexicon for Jesse Ventura is fucking spot on in the way he talks.
Yes.
And so let's just play this for the people.
Down packed.
Yeah, that's a damn good impression.
Oh yeah, man. He's no you Trey. You gotta play it longer. Like do the whole.
That was just him. On,
I saw the plane go down, and Richie Valens was in the water saying "Help, help." You got to do that part.
I like the Rolling Stones "Gimme Shelter" stabbing reference.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's fucking like Will Sasso's got the best like content, like that he knows, and he can do the voice pretty well. But he's never met the guy, so it's like,
of course. I once saw him do an impression of what's his name? Who did the fucking music for Toy Story?
That's my favorite. So I quote that here at the house all the time. He
the
did
song from Toy Story.
He did Randy Newman.
Randy Newman, that's his name. Yeah,
he did Randy Newman. But if Randy Newman was hired to do all the Star Wars soundtrack, and so the whole time it's just him. He's like, I never even watched a Toy Story, and so the whole time Star Wars. Star Wars. That's all he does the whole time. Star Wars. Hang on, Will Sasso did a lot of good ones.
I didn't know he did that.
Will's one of the best.
Yeah.
But he did. Well, hang on. I'm gonna have to show you now because we're stuck on it, and it's not gonna leave my head.
We're already gonna get. They're gonna be like, you can't fucking show this unless you cut these parts out.
So no, the whole skit was like if Randy Newman did Star Wars and then brought his friends in, and it's like, oh yeah, he's friends with Rob Zombie. Like
I remember the one where he's like,
"See what?
It's a story about the boys."
I like story that is fight. The face run by Admiral Admiral. When George Lucas first called me up to write a couple of songs for the new Star Wars movie, I was tickled pink. Especially when he told me how much he liked the songs I did for Toy Story and the Bug Guys. Man, with all them lasers and phasers and Ewoks, man, I love Star Wars, boy.
Fucking heater burning.
Oh, Star Wars! Star Wars! Did I get to see any of the movies? No. But I don't need to see a movie to write a song about it. Out in space, all over the place. Place is the place for Star Wars. Flying around, but there ain't no ground. Round around for no Star Wars. No, I still haven't seen a Bug's Life or Toy Story, but I don't need to. You know, writing songs is easy. It just fall out of me. See what? Lunch. Oh, lunch. Let's all eat a bunch of lunch. I'm hungry, 'cause I'm hungry. Hungry for a big old juicy lunch. Yeah, I don't need to see lunch, write a song about it. It's the same thing with movies. But
Did you ever see
that
him
song
as
when I got to call up some of my friends to help me out, I immediately called up my good buddy Rob Zombie. He's got a great voice, and you can actually understand what he's singing. So, you know, we work well together. This part right here is my
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Who's annoyed? Annoyed. Who's annoyed? Like this. Who's annoyed? Annoyed. Annoyed.
I've known Randy a long time, so when he called me and told me the money train was in effect, I got right down to the studio.
You try it. Yeah! That's good. That's nice.
He'd already written like 600 or 700 songs about Star Wars.
So we both sing this part together. Like this. R2D2. R2D2. C3PO. Yes, with Detroit. Oh, that's good.
And you can't blame them. I mean, the studios keep throwing money at them, and when you throw that much money, some of it's bound to stick. So I'm just here for the overspray. I mean, really, Randy hasn't written an original song since Short People, and that was a great song. I mean, really, somebody had to take those midget bastards down a few pegs.
Yes! People misunderstood me. You know, I wasn't joking. Short people really do got no reason to live. You know, they don't. I do love LA. I think I'm going to marry LA. Oops, here comes the song.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
What you want, a big bad boy, fighting for a planet far away. Spaceships fly, oh me, oh my. Fly you around the night and all the day. Hey, when you roll on that one, good. That's a good one. Whoop, there comes another song. Where's kid? Han Solo. Here. Now he's gone. Han Solo. Solo, get it? Solo!
Coming up, Randy Newman's terrifying ordeal with military.
God. So is this really one?
He also looks exactly like him.
He did such a good job. Well, there's another skit. It was always my favorite, but it was like they all did the Lockjaw band sound. So like Will Sasso was Creed.
So what?
So
Okay.
Since we're on impressions, this dude was on The Walking Dead, and
Ross
he has,
Marquand?
yes.
You gonna full screen it or?
Oh, I know this dude. Yeah, he's the.
Okay. Congratulations,
He
Ross.
is-
The Oscar goes to Matthew McConaughey.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, this is just this is something else. This is stellar. This is interstellar.
There.
John C. Reilly.
Oh, John C. Reilly! Wow, this is kind of special. I mean, this is like really extra special. I mean, this is like super duper extra special with sauce.
God
damn. Underrated, man.
Antonio Banderas.
Oh, okay. Puss in Boots was a labor of love.
This is a classic. Everyone has their version of this one. Christopher Walken.
Oh, Christopher.
That's a tough
Hello, Oscar. You're beautiful. The way you glisten makes me aroused.
No, didn't hit that one, but close.
Here's a guy who does a lot of impressions himself. Kevin Spacey.
Oh, Kevin Spacey. Sure. I wish I could say that I was surprised by this, but
That's really good.
I mean, who are you going to choose? Matt Damon?
That's really good.
Do you do any of Matt Damon?
Matt Damon, I don't do his voice, but I do like a micro impression. He's just always trying to restrain a smile. It seems like he's always just like he's doing the, he's just like.
Yeah,
I love it. It's like the most specific.
It's terrible, right? He's terrible.
He's terrible. He's the worst.
All right.
You like him? Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Okay. Well,
Yes.
I was like totally in the bathroom. I'm so sorry. Did I win this for best actor or best song? I actually don't know.
That's fucking awesome.
All right. How about Gary Busey.
Okay. Pineapples, quinoa, goji berries floating around in space.
Okay.
These are guys that didn't get a chance to give a speech, so you can give it for him, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yes, that was so sad. I mean, I didn't win. You know what I mean? Like really, I thought this was supposed to be the comeback story of the year. I mean, like I got knocked out by Mark Rylance. I mean, never even heard of the guy. Come on.
How about well done. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Oh sure. Sorry. Where are my notes?
Did you know Michael Caine fought in Korea?
I didn't know that.
All right, one more.
Yeah, like he
Christian
fought
Bale.
in
Christian
Korea
Bale,
in like
okay.
1951.
Listen, there are so many people that I'd like to thank. First off, are you starting to play music in the middle of my speech, mate? Are you joking, mate? Are you serious? No. You and me, we're done professionally, mate. Absolutely done.
All right, I'm stealing this.
There were
to
some
show
bangers
you-
in there.
Yeah,
show
you
you
can
the
steal it,
greatest one ever.
Yeah, go ahead with the next
All
one.
right, this is the other one from Mad TV that I think about on the daily.
Or shit, I just hit remove and then it. Okay.
Do you see it?
Man, we have veered off into crazy
Yeah.
territory.
Well,
I'll do
whatever.
it.
Like
I know, no, it's
we're good.
great.
Okay, here
I'm
we go.
cool with it.
No, like this is my stream.
This,
It's like
this is
what I
my
wanna do.
this is my brain all the time.
This is what we do.
You're welcome
Yeah.
to my cervix.
Oh,
Oh
this
God.
oh no, it's not.
So lady, with you is where I want to be. If I go,
And I'm just gonna do this for the algorithm. I'm gonna sing along to fuck
There
up.
we go.
only
That's the whole
one you see. Hey,
God damn.
like me. You ripped off my voice box. You are a and queen. I'm not. You are too. You even stole our melody. Better where to burn down. There is that book behind that tree. Well, yeah, it's got staff.
Oh God.
Eddie Vedder.
Yes.
Here it is. 'Cause I will beat your trick thief fast in the ground. So finally, it's just me. I was the first to shout like this. That's bull crap. I'm rich.
Ray Charles.
That's how I sing. That's how I sing. That's how we sing. Yeah, yeah. That's how we sing. Oh, yeah. That's how we sing. That's how we sing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't. That's in my head all the time.
Beautiful.
Every time.
Dude, fucking A. Like, yeah. Well, here's the thing is like the late 90s were like that was like that. You know, I'm sure.
One king. Yeah.
In the back of my throat with my tongue in the top of my fucking mouth. Yeah, yeah.
You lock the jaw. That's all it is.
Would that be considered grunge or would
No, grunge.
No.
Grunge to me is like
It was considered rock.
Alice in
Grunge,
Chains,
grunge is
Nirvana, several other bands. That's grunge.
Okay.
It's fucking. It's different. It's fucking fat. It's not punk. It's not
Yeah,
metal.
I guess
it's
so.
just,
yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to what's his name? Pull this.
Oh
up.
yeah. So.
You ever
who's
seen
dude?
this? It's the same guy.
Kenny
I've
Kenny
seen
Rogers.
I've seen this years ago.
Yeah, Will Sasso. It's the same thing. It's on Mad TV. Yeah. This is
One's called the police brutality trick. There he is. Move the camera out of the camera. Hey guys, excuse me, officer. I lost my doggy up in the park.
Oof.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers. This is the stilt trick.
Oh fuck.
God, I haven't seen this in years.
Oh yeah.
I'm Kenny Rogers.
Where he
This
throws
is
the bat.
self-defense. We're going to test out some self-defense items. Got pepper spray, electric cattle prods, a sword, I guess, nunchucks, bat. We're going to see. We're going to see which one of these items is best for the
Jack
consumer
Daniel.
self-defense. Is pepper spray. Give me all your money.
Oh God. No. Oh.
This is the cattle prod. Hey, aren't you the guy from Blink 182? Okay, stop.
A little more JD. Yep.
I'm not going to do any more. The pepper spray was tough. Cattle prods hurt like a son of a bitch, and I ain't going near any of the rest of it. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the off-road toy downhill. See all that these toys? We're gonna race these. Let's go. Let's go.
Cool memory.
Oh boy. Yeah. Ouch. Oof. I don't think I've ever seen this shit. This is fucking hilarious.
I watch Mad TV all the
So
time.
yeah.
Every
Oh
day.
yeah, dude.
This brings me back
Mad
to like
TV over SNL every day.
this brings me back to like 06.
Yes.
Oh,
sir.
it's way better.
And this is the shopping cart trip.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the back fetcher trick with my
Oh my
teeth.
God.
Yeah, I remember this.
Oh.
I'm okay.
I hope that was foam. I really hope that was foam.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah.
I'm not being on this jackass show. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the dairy challenge.
Oh, I remember this one.
It has some dairy products in front of them, and then the winner is the one who finishes it first. The cheers. Let's get going.
I was raised on the dairy, bitch.
I was raised on the dairy, bitch.
I would actually have a fucking dog in that fight. I'd actually win.
You got eggnog in my goat milk.
Oh, yep.
Don't come near me. I'm gonna keep her.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I remember
Oh yeah.
a couple kids did this once when I was in high school. Oh fuck, dude.
Oh, fuck,
That looked
man.
gross.
Ugh.
All the dairy products is done. Realize that nobody wins in a dairy challenge.
Here's the best part though.
Hey babe, what's a
The second part actually has
Best part
the
is this ad.
James, have
Yes.
you tried the
So
4
like this ad right here.
So this
yeah,
actually has
that
the
was really good.
Jackass crew in it.
Kenny Rogers. Jesus Christ.
I'm Kenny Rogers.
Me man.
There we go.
Preston Lacey.
Yep.
Actual Jackass crew.
Yes.
And I'm Kenny Rogers. Welcome to Jackass. I'm Kenny Rogers, and it's the sack race. All right, guys, let's see the sacks. Oh my God.
Jesus. Yeah. Welcome to the late 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jackass was good back then.
With your teeth for points.
Oof, duh. Yeah. Oof. Oh, they just saw balls there. They didn't blur it out.
Please me.
Oof, duh.
Whoever wins will be bitch. Oh no, here comes the ferocious finish.
Christ, fuck. Yep, there you go. There you go.
This is chicken boxing.
All right, guys, I want to see a good, clean chicken. Go.
I have to go southpaw because I lost the chicken.
His voice.
Super shopping cart shebang. Hey, we went drinking at our favorite bar last night called the White Swallow and collected all our puke after we got hammered for the puke balloon gauntlet.
No.
I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the Condiment Sunday Challenge. Everybody has in front of them a Condiment Sunday, and the first one to finish wins. We haven't worked that part out yet, but the first one to finish will be done. And begin.
Oh, fuck yourself, dude. Jesus.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah. Where the fuck is this? A public park?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's like imagine going to a park and seeing this.
I just like turn around and walk the other fucking way.
Condiment
Like,
Sunday Challenge. Wee Man broke his hip, but he's playing it off because it's tough. Preston's now legally blind, and Steven wants a burger to go with a special sauce, which makes me the winner. Good night.
Oh, the early 2000s, dude.
Yeah, I can't believe we saw that. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I watched like bum fights and stuff like that. Like,
oh man,
that was fucked up. Like, that
You know,
was like,
no.
Fights
The
is
one show,
fucked up, dude.
the one show that was fucked up that they only had on TV for like 3 episodes was. Hang on, I'll pull it up.
Speaking of, did you ever
Now
see
you're
the
gonna
dude
hold
that
us in
was in
suspense.
charge of bum fights went on Dr. Phil, dressed as Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he gave him a hard time.
And he's like,
I just
I'm
do
not
what
gonna.
you do.
I'm not gonna interview you. And he's like, motherfucker, I'm doing the same thing that you're doing.
Yes. Yes.
And he's like, yeah, well, you're full of shit.
ideally, yes, he is. Yes.
Yeah.
It was on MTV. It was called Celebrity Deathmatch, where it was just like,
Oh no! I remember that shit. That was.
and they tried to bring it back a few years
that
ago.
was
but
fucked. And then
don't
out
remember
of that
that.
came like the BME Pan Olympics and like shit like that. and Live
Oh, the
League.
Pain Olympics. No, thank you.
Yeah, we're not doing that here, of course.
Yeah.
But
I remember that.
That shit, like, it escalated very quickly from Jackass to like this, and it's like not great. Not great.
that was a thing when I was in high school, and like that.
Yeah, not great. And then they're like, I told you that story about the eel soup thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, not great.
No, thank you.
So yeah, just a lot of like shock shit on the internet.
The 2000s internet, like really the shock value was a thing. Yeah, man.
Fucking 2 Girls 1 Cup. I know people are like, now they're like, oh, they're desensitized to it, but the first time I watched it, I actually like had to go outside of the tent when we were in Texas and like,
Oh, what, you watched the whole thing without gagging at all, James?
Yeah, you haven't.
You had a beer, and I was like,
I turned it off like halfway through.
We would watch that shit in 3rd and 4th grade in the school library.
Yeah, you insensitive pieces of shit.
That's how
because you guys went to school in Oklahoma where you guys
found,
ate shit
Pain
normally, and it wasn't a big deal.
2 Girls 1 Cup. The one where he cuts his dick off with a hatchet. We watched all of that.
I didn't see that.
Wait a second, you were in 3rd and 4th grade?
Go.
Okay, so now I know why you are the way you are. Okay.
No, that stuff came out early.
Well, I know it was like 2005 and 6.
2004 and 2005.
Yeah.
That stuff came out early, but you could watch. Hey, we
still
watched
in 3rd
all
and
that.
4th grade. Jesus Christ!
Whatever year it is the year I started that grade. So 2004, I started 4th grade. 2005, I started 5th grade.
Really? Huh.
Cool. Okay. 2004, I was in 9th grade.
Yeah,
there you go.
I was in 9th grade. 05. Yeah, I remember there were a number of those, like the 2 Girls 1 Cup. Obviously, there was a number of other ones where it was like something, 1 something else.
Yeah, Virginia. But the 1 guy, 1 horse. That dude died. Then the guy that shoved the glass bottle up there, and it.
I remember that.
1 guy, 1 jar.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Good for him.
Sandbox. Do you remember the Sandbox one?
No, I don't. I don't remember that.
Oh God, the Sandbox.
What did you crack up about, Mike? What happened?
He's talking about the Sandbox.
I said, what kind of 1 jar? The serving guy? He goes, yeah, good for him. Trey's a fucking ass. Yeah, good for him.
Well, I get he's gone down in infamy. At this point.
The Sandbox dude is just a dude in a sandbox who's shoving dildos into his penis.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, please don't.
Please
don't.
Let's not do that.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, this is history.
Can we show that on YouTube?
We're talking about history here.
You know, I don't know if I say like what is wrong with the people who do that, or James, what is wrong with you for watching that shit?
If you haven't watched all of these things, are you truly able to say like you understand the human mind?
This dude,
you have to know all of these things.
You're a fucking clown face retard because you fucking think that you understand the human mind because
I know what they're capable of now.
You see, now the arrogance is coming out because of all of these shock videos from the
there we go.
Like those they get even worse and worse as you move through them.
Where do you think all those people are now?
Dead.
For once, I agree with you.
You think that says on their fucking headstone, died from shoving a dildo up his
Honestly,
cock?
I have argued for many years that we should go back to that, like go back to putting the death on the headstone.
Yeah, what they died of? Yeah, died from a jar in the ass. Yeah,
jar breaking in his anus.
Yeah, a little graphic
historical record, you know,
a little graphic relief carved into it of the event. Yeah,
they're Lay's Lester Moore.
Nah. His headstone should just be in the shape of a glass jar.
There you go.
It's a marble statue of a glass jar, like a mason jar. Yeah.
What was that? Obviously, it was fake, but from Tombstone, there lies Lester Moore. 4 slugs from a 40 more. There lies no more, or something like that.
Yeah, there's some there's some other ones that are like ex-wives or wives that died, and it's like, here she's buried, unloved and a bitch. Like, just great.
Well, there's the
really.
There's the in the movie Jaws, Robert Shaw quotes a headstone, which is here lies the body of Mary Lee, died at the age of 103. For 50 years, she kept her virginity. That's a classic one. Sorry, are we okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Anyway, back to shock videos.
Okay. Well,
your stream will definitely get zapped once we start going that.
Well,
down
it's
that rabbit hole.
well, it doesn't get zapped. It just gets like you have to like go through a fucking process of like, yeah, I'll cut this part out. You know.
Well, if you
like,
okay, how about a side note? I'll do a historical topic with shock value. I got a bunch of footage not too long ago from a friend.
Actually, here's a video of the actual tombstone. I thought it was a joke, but apparently it's.
Mr. Moore worked at the Wells Fargo office in Naco, Arizona, along the Mexican border. Hank Dunstan arrived one day to claim a package. The package was damaged and Dunstan disapproved, letting the lead fly at Lester. Les took 4 shots to the chest but managed its own special delivery to Dunstan as he fell. The Wells Fargo clerk ended up with the most famous epitaph on Boot Hill. Here lies Lester Moore, 4 slugs from 44, no less, no more.
I mean, it's actually straight to the point.
That's good.
Yeah.
So they know how he died. Like he got
4
shot
slugs.
4 times.
Yeah.
But shock value. I got footage from a friend of mine who served.
How bad is this? Like
I'm not
I
showing
want to
it.
like make it.
I won't
so
show it.
bad.
No.
Roll it.
Talk about it.
Damn it.
He was
you,
in
Jay.
Bosnia, right?
you, fuck
But
me.
he got so bored, he started volunteering for everything. So he ended up volunteering to be the guard duty for all the forensic teams that were digging up the mass graves. And he had a camera. So he filmed and took photos of like every mass grave they pulled out. And so it's like all documented now through him.
I don't
So
want to
he's
show
done
it on
it.
YouTube.
I'm not going to show it. It's not even pulled up. Right.
Whip it out.
Point is, it's like all of this footage, and it's like I have it. But what do you do with it now? Because it's an important lesson. I mean, it's like it's proof of genocide, right? But what do you do? How do you like present that to a historical discussion and to an audience?
As long as it's preserved, that's all I think matters. It doesn't matter how you have to or who you have to present it to. For now, as long as it's preserved, because again, when you're doing research, you appreciate the fact that somebody preserved something.
Yeah.
Because then you can go, oh shit. And
they deserved.
That's where I think that's at right now.
Yeah, they deserve to be recognized for what happened to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
now,
at this
whether
point, right now, yeah.
whether YouTube agrees or not, but yeah, in my opinion, yes, they were murdered, ostracized, etc. I think that needs to be preserved to a certain degree of saying, hey, like if I was in a mass grave somewhere, I'm like, hey, I want somebody to know, like, for lack of a better term, they won't know who's in the grave. It's a mass grave, but I want somebody to know out there, like, hey, this happened to these group of people in this hole, basically.
I have what's called the rule of 5. So whenever I actually do historical research now, I back it up on 5 different sources, whether it's CDs, just in the cloud, on a hard drive, or 2 or 3, and then I try to back it up like that. I think that's where you're at right now with that stuff. That's my opinion, though.
Yeah, Virginia brought that up. There's a guy on YouTube that keeps vlogging, exhuming World War II German soldiers. That's a very common thing. Yeah, that happens all the time. And ironically, or not ironically, academically, Germany will come out if you contact them. Hey, we found a body of a deceased German soldier from World War I or World War II. They will take claim and reintern the body into a rightful place.
All the mass grave dig up like that you see in different parts of the world. Yeah, that's fascinating to watch. By the way, their videos
it really
of them
is.
doing that. Yeah.
There was one that there's one I was watching. I think Mike, you and I watched the same one. It was of like the Eastern Front, World War II. And they found like what was pretty much a hospital where they were just like dumping these guys.
I know what you're talking about.
The only reason that they could tell like bones were sawed off and shit like that. And they could tell all that stuff, like the trauma and broken bones, and like, okay, this guy had a fucking gunshot wound to this, but they also had the half dog tags still on their body.
Yeah, it was still there, and That was fat, yeah, because like you would see, they would unearth the skeletons, and they would still have where they could see the parts of the limbs like maimed, and then they could see like drainage tubes that were still there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Yep, for like
Okay.
wounds and stuff. Yeah, that was. I think we watched that together.
Yeah.
One of the scariest pictures I've seen came. There might be video with it, but they had dug into I guess a foxhole, maybe a trench, and it was a Russian soldier. Still had his helmet on, his boots, and a PPSH right next to him. I guess he had gotten covered by maybe an artillery shell covered him, but that was pretty. Like I said, it was everything was intact. It was amazing.
Could have also frozen to death.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, and that happens. Well, and also like people find especially on the Eastern Front. That's the funny thing. Like Western Front, a lot of that shit after the war, like was a lot of American and British money cleaned up a lot of that. A lot of the stuff on like the eastern side of the fucking the Iron Curtain was just left there. So like still to this day, they'll pull fucking whole tanks out of like rivers and such. And sometimes the water preserves a lot of things. It's weird.
Yeah.
It'll deteriorate like wood and stuff like that. Other than
It's
that,
fresh
though,
water. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think it's a guy on Instagram called like the Swamp Metal Detector or something like that. He finds shit like that all the time. Like complete weapons, ordnance, etc.
Leander from World War II reenacting and that restores the bunkers and makes the bunkers in Norway.
Yeah.
He still finds shit.
Yep.
That was just like, we're leaving, so let's just shit can this stuff in a fucking pond or a lake or whatever, just to get rid of it, or it's outdated or whatever. He still finds shit all the time that's preserved pretty well.
He finds whole grenades.
Yeah.
Like, he's I've seen it, yeah, where he pulls up, he's like, oh yeah, I found potato mashers today. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yep. And he inerts them and everything, like he does, he makes them safe, but like it's like, holy fuck.
Well, I saw a few where he like threw them back. He's like, yeah, there's no way to make this inert.
Just throw it back in the water. Fuck it. It's not worth it. Have you seen that, James? Have you seen this guy's channel?
Yeah, I've seen him. It's a common thing even to this day. I had this conversation the other day. I think in my career, I've called the bomb squad 3 times to like come look at shit we get, because we still get people that donate live grenades and live explosives to museums. So it's not even the exhumed ones. It's like, and it was a potato masher that we had to have destroyed because they couldn't confirm or not if it was inert. Right? Yeah. It's one of those things that people either they find it or their grandpa kept it and he didn't bother to make it inert.
Yeah, inert. Yeah. They're just like, I'll just bring it back. Fuck it,
It could be worse. It could be like that one story from was it China? They found this dude like beating acorns or whatever, walnuts. He's like, yeah, I've been using this for 3, 4, 5 decades. And he's like, that's a stick grenade.
That son of a bitch is lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, especially like as that stuff like ages, it gets really unstable. So I mean, I've seen or I've heard of stuff where like that, that stuff just will blow up because someone handles it well. There was one video I saw years ago. This doesn't have anything to do with explosives, but this guy I follow on Facebook, he does all these kind of archaeological things where he excavates like old glass bottles that have been buried in underground for like hundreds of years or whatever. And he found something, this glass bottle. He holds up, he's like, whoa. And you can see it has this red liquid inside it. And right as he's holding up, the thing just goes bam and explodes in his face. And he theorized that like, for some reason, him holding it and loosening up the liquid inside it, like made it fucking expand pressure or something like that. I don't know what happened, but it blew up in his face right after like a few seconds of him holding it. Crazy.
Jeez.
At what point in this video you're going to do an air raid? The swarming lights.
Well, he did release another video after we did our last video.
The Dragon has released another video.
Please pull that out.
Okay.
Please pull that.
I don't want to be here for another 8 hours, but
no, we're not gonna.
No, if it's 10 hours, we're gonna dissect this bad boy.
If it's D-Day, then you bet your fucking ass we will. But
it's no. So work Dragon Man does in the machine shop.
Oh, that's probably his motorcycle stuff.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what Dwagon Man does in his machine shop.
He gets caught in the lathe like that poor Russian guy in that factory.
Oof. Yeah, that's not great.
R.I.P. to
one's
that.
fucked.
That is one of the most fucked up things ever. Yeah.
It's fucked, dude.
Have you seen that, Trey?
What's that?
Is this video from? It's like security footage from some kind of metallurgy factory in Russia where this worker gets caught in a metal lathe, like the giant ones. Oh, it's bad, dude.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've
James,
seen
that'd be
All
right
right.
up your alley.
Oh, I've seen it.
James loves that shit.
I've seen it.
Of course, yeah.
He snaps him off to that shit. So
that was back in the same period. You had gore.com, which we could look at in fourth grade. We were looking at it.
Ours
Fourth and
was,
fifth grade. We were looking at gore.com, and it was nothing but just death
Ours
videos
was-
and pictures.
Ours was rotten.com.
That was a good one too.
Rotten and Live Leak.
Yeah,
Live Leak's still around, still posting.
Yeah,
videos all the time.
they still don't post as much shit as they. I mean, they used to post like beheading videos and like.
So they still do. I mean, you can find all sorts of like Mexican cartel
See,
assassination.
now
videos on
Mastriano is going to use this video to dig up shit on you, saying that you watch videos like this and use that against you.
You're
Go
fucked,
yell
James.
at 9-year-old me. All right.
All right, so I've not seen this. We're just going this blind.
Dragon Man here. I want to show you some of the jobs I'm working on. It's coming in pretty steady now. I want to thank all you bikers for sending me your work. I always keep the prices down, and I do the best I can and use
It's a wheel deal.
the best parts that are available. Okay, so anyway, I'm working on a 52 panhead here. This one's here from Minnesota, and I got to rebuild the lower end. And he helped me. See, he took the complete oil pump apart. I mean, everything. So you guys don't have to help me do this. It just makes my job a little harder. You don't have to take the complete oil pump apart. Okay, so anyway, going to do the whole lower end, the rebuilt rods, the new bearings. We're going to change the cam bushing, line board, the main races, put the cam cover on, balance the flywheels, the whole thing.
We're not going to do 5 minutes of this shit.
Yeah, I don't know shit about motorcycles, so
we're not gonna listen to 5 minutes of Down syndrome motorcycle shit. Like,
enjoy your fucking motorcycles, Paul Senior. Yeah.
At this point, I've given you 2.5 hours. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna hit the road too, guys. This has been fun.
Yeah.
I go drink a shitload of water so I'm not hungover tomorrow.
There you go.
Yay. Come on,
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Space.
all right, we'll see you guys. Oh, what's James? James, what's the keyword?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. However they spell it.
I was thinking it was gonna be like, one jar or something like that.
He said Star Wars.
Star Wars. Okay.
How do we want to spell it? That's the keyword.
SBA.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and
yeah, man.
See you on the next one. If you can watch this, because it's gonna get zapped.
Yeah.
So
happened to the
Later,
one of the
guys.
last ones.
Yep.